Crackadona, what is the big picture?
So, for the past 80 years, this has been going on, and up until just 2017, it was not taken seriously. Now we're having congressional hearings.
Check this retard's fucking hard drive!
They can do with their minds. They can make you think. They can plant false memories. They can paralyze you.
It's roasted.
They know who to talk to and who not to talk to, which is not true of people who have delusions, you know, or have come up with something which is a reflection of a mental illness. And the only thing that I know that behaves like that is real experience, where something has actually happened to these people. Then the question is, what has happened?
And he said he just wants to put it in my table. It's just a simple test. I don't know, it will hurt. Don't do it. Don't do it. And he's a fellow older. And he sticks a needle into my face.
Okay, I understand.
Yep.
What is the big picture?
Well, the big picture is it's progress.
Pump. You guys want to smoke cigs with me? Nope. I don't want to die. Me neither, but I want to have a good time. I want you to die. You want me to die? Yeah. Do you have a gun in your car? I want to feel the cold barrel against my dome.
Bitch, I fuck with big dogs and stack bread. Bitch, I fuck with crackheads and crackheads. Bitch, I fuck with French hoes with accents. I could give a fuck about what you asking. I be laughing at these dummies with their hands open. Don't give a damn about the rap, so what your man spoken. It's circled up, I'm really back, I leave your man's frozen. I keep the pack, I really cook you like a damn oven. Your man's buffing, he's banned and he been ducking. Can't stand with these hoes, man, so I ran till my toes busted. I damaged your whole clan, you would keep with your nose crusted. I ran with my own brain, got 'em sick and holding their stomach. I'm a guy with this, no I ain't sorry, bitch. I hit a Harley switch and then I call it quits. I been a gnarly bitch and you is hardly shit. You just can't call me bitch, you just gon' hear her.
I'm sorry.
Bitch, I fuck with big dogs and stack bread. Bitch, I fuck with crackheads and crackheads. Bitch, I fuck with French hoes with accents. I could give a fuck about what you asking.
I want to make my mom and dad proud. They're tired of me living at home, doing this bullshit, man. Maybe we make a channel. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have fun every week, every day.
Show enough. Watch me crack a king cobra till I throw up. Yesterday's lunch all on your sofa on a whole nother level when I'm gone off a sheet. How you shit, he's a thief, better call the police. Cause I'm a crackhead, homie, that's the words on the street. Now put your ear to the gravel, bet you learn about me. Stealing perks out the purse while your mother's asleep. I steal the keys, crash the shit in the ditch and OD. Oh goody, still fire pack pushing. Big silver bro that I used to stab pussy. Friends call me Wook cause with drugs I'm no rookie. Snorted so much coke I could probably sell boogies. Heard you talking shit, that's how you catch a break. You want me cup you off, that shit is obvious. I would not fuck your bitch, your pussy's bottomless. You cannot call me hoe, you just gon' hear her.
I'm sorry.
Bitch, I fuck with big dogs and stack bread. Bitch, I fuck with crackheads and crackheads. Bitch, I fuck with French hoes with accents. I could give a fuck about what you asking.
Goodbye.
You. How the fucks are going? How's everybody doing? Happy Tuesday. Wednesday now. Here we are. We are in peak UFO times, friends. Oh, the news is it keeps coming and coming and coming. There's too much of it. Too much of it to keep track of. I spend all day listening to podcasts. Before I continue, can you guys hear me? Please, don't let this happen to me again where I talk for 20 minutes and nobody can hear me. Yeah, I'm scared too, Willie. The ropes are being shot. Whatever that means. Are they shooting ropes? Or is that slang for some ethnic group that you don't like? Yeah, guys. Another scientist was shot today. Or not shot, went missing. Another nuclear scientist. That makes 10. Cloud Zach, 1090. Thank you for becoming a new member, buddy. I appreciate it, man. All of the support that you guys show me does not go unnoticed. It's very much appreciated. Thank you so much. I feel like that's what we should get into first, right? It's just like maybe let's see if we can find something about the 10th scientist that went missing today. I know I saw something about that. Let's type in 10th scientist goes, help me out here, gang, goes missing. Spelled Daily. Okay, here we go. Missing nuclear official. This is from the Daily Mail. And there's no article attached to it. Okay, wait, here we go. There we go. Sound it out. I'm trying my best, Willie. Give me a fucking break. God damn. All right, let's pull this up. So we all know, if any of you have watched any of my streams, we've been sort of keeping track of all of the scientists that have gone missing. They all seem to be tied in one way or another to covert, shall we say, programs. There's been the general that went missing, and they've all gone missing in very strange ways, where they're on a hike and the one scientist was hiking with their friends and they were a little ahead of her and they looked back and she was waving to them, and then they turned back around and they never saw her again. Or there's been a couple of scientists on their front porch who were shot to death, and then, that goes unexplained. Okay, there's a crazy theory that I read a little earlier today that is just, absolutely wild, and I'm not going to give it any credibility, but I am going to read it back to you people to get you thinking about what this all could be. But let's read this article first and see what's going on with the latest missing scientist. This, of course, is from the Daily Mail. Let's see here. Exclusive: missing nuclear scientist becomes 10th person tied to dark pattern surrounding U.S. secrets. Another person with links to America's nuclear secrets has gone missing, as the disturbing list of deaths and disappearances in recent years continues to grow. Stephen Garcia, 48, vanished without a trace on October 28, 2025, August 28, 2025. He was this seems like a while ago. This isn't recent. He was last seen leaving his Albuquerque, New Mexico home on foot, carrying only a handgun. And that's also what how the general went missing. His wife reported him 3 hours after he left the house, which is an incredibly short amount of time to report somebody missing, by the way. But she said that he left with nothing other than a handgun. But that's besides the point. An anonymous source told the Daily Mail that Garcia was a government contractor working for the Kansas City National Security Campus, a major facility in the Albuquerque that plays a key behind-the-scenes role in America's national defense. We all know America's national defense means nuclear weapons or, anti-gravitic tech or, weapons designed to blow up desert people, usually. Specifically, KCNSC manufactures more than 80% of all non-nuclear components that go into building the military's nuclear weapons. So the guy was a scientist who built parts that go into nuclear weapons. Garcia allegedly served as a property custodian at KCNSC's New Mexico facility, giving him a top security clearance and broad access to the entire site's nuclear secrets. The source described Garcia's work as very high level overseeing position for all the assets. That's kind of worrisome that a guy like that would go missing. Tens, maybe hundreds of millions of dollars in equipment and assets, some of which are not classified. Others would be classified. The government contractor's sudden disappearance marks the 10th person with ties to America's space or nuclear secrets who has died or mysteriously vanished in recent years. Okay, so maybe what's going on here, and the reason that this sounds like this is an older story, is that because of all of the scientists that have gone missing recently, people are digging in to see, like, well, maybe there was more scientists that we missed. Maybe this is one of those scientists, and it certainly seems like it. The government contractor's sudden disappearance marks a 10th person with ties to America's space or nuclear secrets who has died or mysteriously vanished in recent years, putting U.S. national security experts on edge. Moreover, 4 of these officials have vanished without a trace in almost the same manner as Garcia. They just go for a walk with a handgun, and that's it. You know what I mean? It's fucking crazy. What am I missing here? Anything good in chat? What's that say? What about the guy who just released a book on plasma technologies and was killed in his home? Was that the guy who got shot on the front porch? Yeah, it's like they're all involved in different aspects of what could be obviously considered related to the legacy program, right? You know, it's all UFO adjacent. It's all got the stench of the UFO legacy program on it. Big T always loses. No, that's not true. She seems to be doing fine these days. At least I would assume. I don't know. I don't watch her streams. The Daily Mail has reached out to KCNSC and the U.S. Department of Energy, which owns and oversees the facility, to confirm Garcia's work at the site and for comment on his disappearance. According to the police in Albuquerque, Garcia was last spotted on surveillance cameras walking out of his home at Cadle Court. SW, is that, what's SW? Am I being stupid here? Whatever. In a green camouflage shirt and shorts just after 9 a.m. local time. He was also seen carrying a handgun, and authorities warned that Garcia may be a danger to himself. However, the anonymous source disputed any suggestions that the nuclear official may have been suicidal or was battling mental health issues. He was a very stable person, they declared, adding that the possibility of Garcia being the target of foreign spies makes the most sense. Ooh, a little spy mystery in the story. Oh, there he is. We're coming down and we're scrolling down and we're seeing the general. He's always popping up. This guy, he's very important, very integral to the UFO program. This guy, former FBI Assistant Director Chris Swecker previously told the Daily Mail, our scientists have been targeted for a long time, especially in the rocket propulsion area, by hostile foreign intelligence services. Really? Former FBI Assistant Director Chris Swecker previously told the Daily Mail, our scientists have been targeted for a long time. So they know this is an issue, especially in the rocket propulsion area by hostile foreign intelligence services. That's a crazy sentence, if that's true. Days after Garcia, is our government doing anything to back these people up or protect them in any way? Or are they just too busy in Iran? Is Trump too busy making memes of himself as Jesus Christ to protect our nuclear scientists? What is going on here? Days after Garcia's disappearance, KCNSC reportedly launched a desperate search for the missing contractor, including going through his work computers, emails, and files for any clues to his whereabouts, but nothing had been found. It's a little strange that these people just keep disappearing. I mean, he literally just walked off into the desert with a firearm. Dude, this is exactly like 3 or 4 of the other scientists in the videos that we watched. Crinchosaurus, thank you for becoming a new member. I really appreciate it. Guys, the memberships are great. Can't thank you all enough for all the support. Really cool. Thank you. Love you, Crinchosaurus. It's a little strange that these people just keep disappearing. I mean, he literally just walked off into the desert with a firearm and a bottle of water, and that was it. The source said, comparing it to the disappearance of retired Air Force General William Neal McCaslin. McCaslin, 68, who also lived in Albuquerque, vanished after leaving his home on February 27, 2026 with no phone, wearable devices, or his prescription glasses. The Air Force veteran was only carrying a .38 caliber revolver. Again, another guy who just walks out and all he takes with him is a gun. It's so fucking odd. What's up, New Rock Ones? Good to see you, buddy. Where was I? already lost my spot. Wearable device prescription, and all he took with him was a .38 caliber revolver. Fucking crazy. Two other individuals in New Mexico with a connection to the U.S. nuclear facilities disappeared under identical circumstances in 2025. So the same year that this guy went missing. What is going on? All right. In the beginning, I was like, okay, this is just, you got to leave room for coincidence. Obviously there's plenty of room. It's not a coincidence at this point, guys. This is fucking too crazy. This is like every day. It seems like you need to buy ammo. Yeah, you goddamn right, dude. Bro, ain't that the fucking truth? Let's all everybody buy ammo. And if you have extra, send it to me. Thank you. I will take ammo in lieu of a monetary donation. Thank you. But at this point, there's no saying that this is just a coincidence. There's something is up, and I have a batshit insane theory that I'm going to share with you that somebody tweeted, and I can't stop thinking about it now. Like, are sometimes the real crazy ones? Maybe that's sort of what's going on. What's up, Amber? Good to see you. What was I gonna do here? Oh yeah, I want to hit that one. There we go. Let's see. Anthony Chavez and Melissa Cassius both worked at the Los Alamos National Laboratory. We know that fucking place, right? That's where Bob Lazar worked. We're going to watch some Bob Lazar stuff later. He's been all over the place. One of the nation's most important nuclear research sites. Chavez, 79, worked at the lab until his retirement in 2017, although his role there had not been made clear. Cassius, 54, was an active administrative assistant and is believed to have had top security clearance. Both were last seen leaving their homes in New Mexico on foot, leaving behind their cars, keys, wallets, phones before disappearing without traces less than 4 months before Garcia vanished. Why are all of our nuclear scientists just like leaving all of their belongings and walking out the front door like shit is sweet, not kissing their dogs? They're not saying anything. They're just leaving. Where are they going? Is there a purpose behind this? Is it some kind of mind control? Woo! Mind control. I don't know. You had sex with salmon? That's nice. You're banned. Never say that brown person's name in here. Excuse me. Ban and delete comments. Yeah, that's the one. Worked at the lab until his retirement in 2017. Although his role there had not been made clear, Cassius, 54, was an active administrative assistant at the facility and is believed to have had top security clearance. Both were last seen leaving their homes in New Mexico on foot, leaving behind their cars. I already read all this. Alter Garcia, Chavez, and Cassius have been tied to General McCaslin, who was the former commander of the Air Force Research Lab and oversaw research at Kirtland Air Force Base from 2001 to 2004. Yeah, that guy, if there was a Majestic 12 type group, McCaslin for sure would have been on it. Kirtland. Okay, so that's just a caption for the picture. That entire mission runs out of Kirtland Air Force Base. A big part of it, including the technology and the production of the technology that they use, is all built in Albuquerque. So McCaslin would have absolutely known and been to these facilities, a news source or a source revealed. Fearing that a foreign power may be taking aim at America's nuclear program again, Swecker noted, I think we've even seen instances where nuclear scientists have been taken out. They've been assassinated. Meanwhile, NASA scientist Monica Jantico Reza, 60, disappeared while hiking with friends in California on June 22nd, 2025. That's that weird one I was talking about where she was with her friends and they looked back and she was waving and smiling to them. And then when they turned back around, that was the last time they saw him. It was like, you don't wait up for your friend on the fucking trail. She's gone now for forever. And it's your fault, you fucking waving assholes. Couldn't wait up 2 seconds for your fucking friend. The director of the materials processing group at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory had also been directly tied to General McCaslin through her work to invent a space-age metal called Mondaloy. The project was funded directly by AFRL, while McCaslin was overseeing her lab from 2011 to 2013. In addition to the string of disappearances in the Southwest, 5 scientists in key areas of research have died over the last 3 years, including 2 who were murdered in their own homes. I mean, how prevalent is murder among scientists? Well, not among scientists, but, how often? I don't think I know one person who's been murdered, like directly, like 1-to-1, like one person removed. I mean, I guess if you consider somebody getting sold drugs and then them dying from it, I do know somebody who died. Rest in peace, my best friend. Kiss him up, buddy. Guys, don't do drugs. Stay off heroin. But really, I don't think I don't know anybody who's ever been murdered. Do you guys know a lot of murdered people? Is it that common? We droop in papas. That's where a real nickel showed up finally. Your grandpa was a master sergeant at White Sands. No shit. No, like the White Sands. Lots of UFO stories from White Sands. My recently late cousin spread his ashes there. Highly illegal, I must add. Yeah, but dude, people are always spreading ashes everywhere, bro. That shit is crazy. Did you know that I watched a video right here on YouTube where it was about Disneyland behind the scenes, and they said that after every ride at Haunted Mansion, they have to go in and clear out literal human remains. Like if you've ever been to Disneyland in Florida or Disney World in Florida, whichever one it is, you have ridden on a ride that is just fucking coated in dusty dead bodies. The people are just like dumping out loved ones on the teacups, and It's a Small World, all over that fucking place. They are. And you know what's the most horrible thing? There's some fucking 15-year-old kid, and it's his first job, and that's what he has to do after your fucking stupid ass, you Disney adults, get off the ride from dumping Meemaw in front of the fucking Haunted Mansion. Some 15-year-old who's getting paid minimum wage in Florida is gonna go in and scoop up Meemaw's remains and put her in a dumpster somewhere. You know what? Don't fucking dump your loved ones on fucking at Disneyland, okay? Please. Your whole family was investigated over that vid I was telling you about. What vid? What are you talking about? I'm sorry, I missed it. I missed something here. Your friend Kyle was murdered. Rip to Kyle. One time you got murdered. Well, it looks like you got better. I got better. I was turned into a newt. I have a friend, Jesse, was murdered when I was 19. And the guy that murdered that person that murdered him. Well, hold on. I got to do some long division here. I have a friend, Jesse, who got murdered when you were 19. I feel like your age is irrelevant in this, and it's just making it more confusing. And the guy that murdered the person that murdered him. I'm reading this and I feel like 3 people died. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Help me out here, scum. Amber, stop complaining about the ads. Stop complaining about the ads. YouTube partner, the ads are part of it. The ads will always be here. I have them set low. And I want you to buy all of the products. I know if they're food related, you will, and I don't have to say this to you, but even if they're not food related, I'm going to need you all to go out and purchase the products. Okay. That's how ads work. Murder math, man. I'm telling you, it's a fucking scum A's got my brain ripped in half here with his sentences. Jesse's friend killed the guy that killed him. And I just was fucking with him at a show, and I should have been cool because I was cool with Jesse. All right. All right. As soon as I started the Disneyland story, they came on. All right. Well, let me recap for you. Amber, people are dumping loved ones' ashes at Disneyland, at Haunted Mansion, at the Teacups, at the Pirates of the Caribbean, and It's a Small World. And it's not a fun thing. It's not a sweet thing to do because that's where your loved one like to be. It's a selfish thing to do because there's a 15-year-old, acne infected faced teenager who's going to have to go in there afterwards and scoop up Mima's ashes is what I said. There you go. You only get 7 years in jail in California for murder. I don't feel like that's enough for murder, right? What's going on in California? California is a fucking mess, man. It seems like it would be hell to live there. Anyways, the director of the materials processing group at NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratory has also been directly tied to General McCaslin through her work to invent a space-age metal called Mondaloy. We already read all this. I'm going to skip ahead. In addition to the string of disappearances in the Southwest, 5 scientists in key areas of research have died over the last 3 years, including 2 who were murdered in their own homes. Nuno Loriero. Oh my God, what happened to like McClintock or some shit like that, or like Jeffries? Is every scientist Mexican? I would have never have guessed. 47 was assassinated at his home in the guy named Nuno in Boston. That doesn't seem like a very Boston. Whatever. Boston suburb of Brookline in December 15, 2025. Authorities said the gunman was Claudio. Oh my God, again. Claudio Neves Valente, a former classmate from Portugal. Okay, so these guys are from Portugal. They're not from Boston. I'm from Southie. My name's Claudio. I can't do a Boston accent. However, a former FBI official and independent investigators have noted that Lorio's revolutionary work in nuclear fission may have given him a target of a greater conspiracy against U.S. scientists. Astrophysicist Carl Grillmar, 67, was shot to death on the front porch of his home on February 16, 2026. The California Institute of Technology researchers' work had been heavily supported by NASA's JPL, including major space telescope missions led by NASA. Grillmar's work with the NEOWISE and NEO Surveyor had also been linked to the Air Force, as the NASA telescopes used the same systems the military relies on to track satellites and hypersonic missiles. Oh, here we got a little map here. High profile deaths and disappearances. Please zoom in to see all 10 cases. Can I, oh. All right. So we got how many on the East Coast? Just the 2, it looks like. Hold down control to zoom. Is this going to fuck me up? Oh, that's kind of nice. They got all their little faces here. Imagine being on a murdered key on a map. This is the murder key. What do we got? Oh, wait. There we go. Whoa, whoa, hey, whoa, what the fuck? What do we got here? Okay, here's McCaslin. Let's see who else got fucked up around him. Albuquerque, New Mexico. There's Neil McCaslin. He went for a walk. Oh, this guy looks. Is that Eggman? Eggman. He was developing tech for the alien known as Sonic. We got this nice lady. Is she dead or she's just missing? She's just missing. Okay. Hopefully all these people show up somewhere. We're going to need them for the war with the world, the rest of the world that we're going to get into. Heart stop attack. What does that mean? Let me see if I can, let me get my co-host up here so he can interrupt me a little bit here. Paste. There we go. I don't know. For some reason, it wasn't letting me send him the link earlier. Apologies to Faded Bones. Anyways, 2 other men with deep ties to NASA JPL died recently, with circumstances surrounding their passings remaining a mystery. NASA scientist Frank Mywald reportedly died on July 4th, 2024 in Los Angeles at the age of 61. But the cause of death has never been made public. The officials confirmed that an autopsy was never performed. In June 2023, just 13 months before his death, he was the lead researcher on a breakthrough that could help future space missions detect clear signs of life on other worlds, including Jupiter's moon Europa, Saturn's moon Enceladus, or the dwarf planet Ceres. Michael David Hicks, a research scientist at NASA JPL, passed away on July 30th, 2023 at the age of 59, but the cause of death was never made public, and no record of an autopsy being performed could be found. Hicks had been involved with the DART project, NASA's test to see if humans could deflect dangerous asteroids away from the Earth. He also worked on the Deep Space One mission, which tested new spacecraft technology that flew by a comet in 2001. NASA JPL has not commented on the deaths of Mywald or Hicks and did not reply to Daily Mail's inquiries into the nature of the scientists' work before their deaths. In another mysterious incident, Jason Thomas, a pharmaceutical researcher testing cancer treatments at Novartis, was found dead in a Massachusetts lake March 17, 2026, after disappearing without a trace 3 months earlier. Man, wild times we live in. Who is this article by? I always like to give credit if I can. If it's another Spanish name, I'm going to blow my brains out on this fucking website. Chris Mellor. Okay, I can deal with that. U.S. Assistant Science Editor. Oh, wait, okay, so he's the Daily Mail U.S. correspondent for science, I'm guessing. All very interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of the evening. Faded Bones is here.
It's actually Chris Malore, and he is Spanish.
How do you know? Did you Google it? Did you go to Wikipedia and look up early life?
God whispers in my ear when you're wrong, and I can't ever ignore
I think that's
him.
a brain tumor. I'm hoping it is. I hope it's God's little love tickle in between your frontal lobes to finally put an end to all of this. Why are you looking like that at your camera? You're like a look of I don't know, a look of like you're like you have a gun to somebody's head under your desk or something, and they're
I have my
like
finger
struggling
to my toenail, and I'm ripping it off, and I'm making a face.
Ew! Are you really? That's
Yeah.
fucking gross. Yeah.
It's all right.
What's up, brother? How you been?
I'm all right. We're gonna go see Q this weekend. That's gonna be chill. And
Oh
then I
yeah,
got
that's cool. When's
family
that
trip
all
after that.
start?
Friday. I'm gonna go down there at go meet him up with him at 1, chill for a little bit.
So you're gonna go early then?
Yeah,
For
'cause
you.
we got to go sign in to the place.
Is he
at,
staying with you?
3. Yeah, there's 2 beds.
Well, even if there was one, I mean, you could push them together, you know.
No, but it's actually a super chill spot. You'll see when I
Yeah,
go
cool.
live.
All right, there is. Do you guys remember? Do we want to talk about the Logan Paul UFO video?
Sure.
Do you remember? Do you recall that whole thing? That whole
I remember
story?
you talking about it the other day. I don't remember it, and I vaguely remember it originally.
Okay, so Chuck Clark is an interesting guy who lived. What's up, Black RG? How are you? Excuse me, guys. Now I'm getting all stuffed up, dude. The pollen around here is insane for spring. I've just been dying every day. So, Chuck Clark is a guy. So I don't know how to. I'm gonna try and do this all off memory because it's been so long. But I'll give you the broad strokes of the story. 2 guys in the early 90s, we'll say 95, 94, 95, 96, somewhere in and around there, were on a road trip along the alien highway, the extraterrestrial highway, which goes all through Rachel, Nevada, over by Area 51. They were doing the whole sightseeing thing. They were taking video of themselves on their little trip in front of the sign. And the other, there's not a lot to see out there. Like they took down the black mailbox, the famous black mailbox was out there. You can go and visit the Little Alley Inn, which is like the big tourist trap. But they were on the side of a road out while they were out there near Area 51, and a giant, well, not giant, like a 50 to 60 foot glowing orange orb approached them. And in the video, they're cowering in the car, and you can see the light on the dashboard of this object directly above them. And they're whispering to each other, and they're very afraid. And then allegedly you could see the craft later on. Anyways, this is what was rumored to be in the video. They took it and got a copy made at a television station, and that copy found its way into the hands of this man named Chuck Clark, who was a retired military guy who lives in a double wide out in the Nevada desert. Well, different people in the UFO community have talked about it, have seen it, have gone out there. James Fox, famous UFO documentary film director, has gone out and seen it. He said he talked about it on Joe Rogan some time ago on one of his appearances. He's like, it's one of the most mind-blowing, jaw-dropping videos I've ever seen of a UFO. They never are, by the way. It's a legendary video that has a lot of us UFO crackheads, have always talked about and always thought about seeing. Well, it was released finally, by the way. But a little more into the story to bring us into present day. Chuck Clark never, like James Fox offered him $30,000. The guy flat out refused. He said that the people who gave it to him and trusted him to never tell anybody their names because out of fear of being murdered or whatever, right? It's always like fear. Fear is what like keeps people from talking about. Like Bob Lazar doesn't care. He's going on every podcast. That guy literally worked on UFOs, but I don't know, whatever. There's been a couple of brave UFO whistleblowers. I shouldn't say that. David Grush comes to mind. But anyways, so he's flat out refused. Well, James Fox was contacted by, I guess, the most surprising ufologist that of our lifetime, I would say. A man that goes by the name of Logan Paul. Like Pokemon card scamming Logan Paul, WWE wrestler Logan Paul. That's right. That Logan Paul took interest in this video from the story he had heard James Fox talk about. He hired a private detective, and this private detective went and found Chuck Clark out in his double wide trailer out in the desert. And Logan Paul went out there with this private detective and a $100,000 cash, right? He was going to offer him $100,000 for this really good UFO, legendary UFO footage that has been talked about for almost 30 years at this point. And he goes there and he meets the guy, and the guy shows him the video, and he's like he's underwhelmed, if I'm being honest. If you listen to any of the interviews where Logan Paul has talked about it, he's very underwhelmed by what he saw in the video, but he says there's something there. He says that there's something there. He offered him $100,000 before he saw it. He watched it. Logan Paul, he refused the $100,000, right? But he still showed him the video. Logan Paul recorded the video with a pin camera. So he stole the video anyways. And he's like, can you rewind it? And he he's like, why is your shirt so close to the TV? Don't worry about it, Chuck. And anyways, Logan Paul stole the fucking video. Shirt. Yeah. Why is there a full-sized camera with like I didn't even know they made cameras with film in them still. Like he had a giant over. Yeah. He was going like this. It's like, what is that? It's my iPhone.
It's a tick. I have Tourette's.
Yeah, he was an old man, Chuck. He didn't know any better. But anyways, he got it regardless. And Logan Paul has been fucking holding this footage above our heads for I don't know, almost like 2-3 years now, I think, since he got it, maybe even longer. And people ask him about it in interviews, and he's like, I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna show it when the time is right. Well, the time finally came, guys, and that time coincides with everybody's favorite UFO whistleblower, Bob Lazar. Bob Lazar has been out on the podcast circuit. He has been on every single podcast that is worth being on in regards to UFOs. He was on Area 52. He did a second one with Joe Rogan. He did American Alchemy, which I'm only halfway through, but it's fucking great, man. Jesse Michaels might be the best ufologist, UFO researcher on YouTube. And in YouTube at this point, if you find something good, it eclipses whatever you find on TV or any streaming website. You know, people with a real passion that don't need a show to be okayed by like executives or anything. You can find really good shit on YouTube if you look. And American Alchemy, guys, is definitely one of those channels. But he's doing a special with Bob Lazar, and Logan Paul said the only person that he would show it to or would want to get their opinion of would be Bob Lazar. Well, Bob Lazar was on American Alchemy. Logan Paul's friends with Jesse Michaels. Bada bing, bada boom. Logan Paul shows up to Jesse Michaels with Bob Lazar, and they watch the fucking video together. And why don't we watch that right now? Why don't we take a look at that? I'm going to stop talking. See if I can pull that up. Do you have anything you want to add?
Stop talking.
Okay, I'll shut up.
Oh, what'd you say though? Do I have anything to ask?
Yeah. Do you have any? What are your thoughts on all this?
Well, we all know that Logan Paul's a grifter, so I mean, we'll see this video, and then I guess I'll see what I think about it from there. You know.
I mean, I have some thoughts on it.
Sweet.
Somebody remind me after this to go back to the insane theory about the scientists. I forgot that little bit.
Okay.
It's an interesting tweet. Okay, let me see if I can find it here. 400 volts, John Lear, UFO Cabal, Epstein. Oh, wait. Oh, here it is. Okay, here we got it. You didn't hear me just rip ass, did you? Because I definitely fucking shit myself 2 seconds ago. Man, this mic isn't as good as I thought it was.
On stream, instead of like getting up, instead of getting up and putting my butthole inside of the microphone, I just audibly say out loud, "I just shit myself," and then I continue going, and then only I know that means that I farted. It's subtle. It's a subtle little code.
Nice. Yeah, it's like a little wink to the audience. It's pretty cool.
Jesse gave you any context to why I wanted to talk to you?
They have a bit, yeah, but maybe we'll rehash it.
Okay. So, Bob, check this out.
Okay.
I have in my possession UFO footage that has a story behind it. That
dude, I haven't seen
is compelling but not convincing.
I know,
and I've been waiting
on Twitter
to do something with this footage or receive confirmation of sorts. And I see this particular orange disc sometimes in UFO videos and documentaries I'm watching. It pops up every now and then. But when I was watching the trailer for S4 that you guys released, about 80% of the way through the trailer, you guys show a disc that is at night, but then kind of coats itself in this orange.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay? That's right. Yeah.
Dude, I paused it there and I said, oh my God, that looks exactly like the footage that I have.
It does.
So this footage, supposedly authentic, was taken by 2 college kids who wanted to go to Area 51 in the 90s. I believe it was 1995, and film their experience of trying to see if they could stumble upon a UFO or just alien activity of sorts.
Let's break this down. A couple of college-age guys drove out to the Black Mailbox, an infamous landmark entrance point to Area 51.
It's not there anymore.
It's along the road that leads to Groom Lake, extremely close to where Bob said he worked. It's nighttime. They're parked right in front of the fence surrounding the secret facility. The lights are off on their car, and they have a camera resting on the armrest pointed through the front windshield.
And then it cuts to under the dashboard, and you see something very clearly illuminating like the top of the dashboard, and they're like hunkered underneath the car, and they're whispering to each other like, I think it's out there, like I don't know what it is, maybe we should go out. And they're like kind of scared.
Then something appears just beyond the glass.
It killed the power to their car, which you hear in a ton of UFO accounts. There it is.
The craft is hovering extremely close to the car.
Faded, what's it doing?
And slightly wobbling or undulating in place as if it's on a wave.
The thing itself looks like it's
You can
moving
hear
like
the
this,
two
like
guys
surface of it
whispering.
is like,
Right. I mean, that's exactly what Bob Lazar describes.
Yeah,
and it's
is
where Bob
exactly
Lazar
how it was
said he worked
described
on
by
it.
Bob. It's
Can you pause it real
exactly
quick?
like your hand did. Your hand.
like, okay, I would say that's easily the best video of that type of UFO that I've ever seen. Probably
The
the
sport
only
model.
one ever.
Yeah.
Well, no, of it being orange. Because you know, you
Hmm.
can see a million fucking UFOs floating in the sky doing this, that, and the other thing. You can see some orbs, MH370s, whatever. You can see
Yeah,
the
for some
fucking
reason,
orb
the only
landing
people
at the
that are
thing.
able to capture crystal clear videos of the sport model type UFO, like the flying disc, are Brazilians for some reason during the day.
Brazilians or Brazilians?
Like real Brazilians,
Okay.
not the ones from the Middle
We
East.
totally fucked ourselves
Yeah,
with that.
I know.
Anyway,
But yeah, anyways.
yeah, I've never seen one. You hear it a million times. People talk about the red and the orange. Oh, it's yellow. People talk about it
Right.
all the time.
Yeah.
I've never seen one ever in a video.
There you go. I have another video unrelated to this of an orange UFO because, you know, this is making the round. So people are like, well, I have one too. You know, we'll watch that after. I don't know the validity of the psycho one, but
Yeah, it's moving the right way.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah,
right
probably
color,
It's on
and it's
camera
the
for
right
like 30
shape.
seconds. Probably like a
So
minute even.
it
It's pretty
makes it
good.
very compelling.
and it starts in the car.
The intensity of
If
the
it's
light,
fake,
there's
it's a
something
really good,
very, very
like, high
bright
movie
that
quality
is
fake.
affecting that.
You know what I mean?
The dash
It's
is being
it's
lit.
definitely
the dash
not
of the vehicle.
It's not a new fake. If it is a fake, if it was a
Yeah.
fake, it's a fake from 30 years ago.
From the 90s. that
Yes,
this
from
guy's
the
been on-
90s.
And they had some
Correct.
guy go out with the fucking thing and it's shining the light in there or
Right.
whatever. But then how'd they get that effect though? What is
Right.
that thing?
And-
What it-
Exactly. There's a lot of
What the
questions.
fuck?
These
It's not
two
just
guys
the
have
thing
never
floating on
been
the
found,
screen.
by the way.
That thing's like moving. It's like
The
it's
craft is
moving in a
above it.
way.
Right. And look at the intensity. Here's the
you couldn't-
dash.
you couldn't
Well, Bob
do that.
Lazar always talked about how it like undulates, and when
Like a lava lamp.
sometimes, well, it's almost like Jesse said, like it's on a wave, but then there's also other accounts of UFOs who are in distress when they're crashing. That it seemed like it was like wobbling. It was wobbling before it came down. So it's some aspect to the way that it flies.
I'm
The
sure there's
wobble.
probably multiple mechanisms. There's the one that gives like the little black hole in the front of it and like dips gravity in front of it and sucks it forward. There's some that
Yeah,
probably
that's this one.
ride on
That
like
is this one.
ether, like a wave. Some of them probably are closer to what we have with the foil technology. Some of them probably use the spinning element 151 or whatever. Some of them are probably totally psionically controlled, and then some of them are transdimensional and don't apply.
The like button too. This is interesting. I have seen a UFO while aboard the USS Boxer. Thank you for your service. They told us to go lights out. Basically, all lights other than red can be used. was it a nuclear ship, a nuclear powered ship? Because I mean, the amount of these things that follow around nuclear powered Navy craft almost makes up the majority of the government's videos. It's always following an aircraft carrier, following a sub. They're doing some type of nuclear test. These things are all around it, you know. Read the book by what's his name? This guy, Robert Hastings, UFOs and Nukes. It's all about that. Yeah, very interesting, man. And that's crazy. Dude, Fade, do you remember that story? This guy's story is reminding me of it, where they were on the flight deck of an aircraft carrier and a giant, like football-sized fiery orb came down out of the sky and stopped like 100 feet above their heads, and they're all like staring up at it, and it just takes off. It's fucking nuts. Like that's a military
I've heard a million
report.
stories like that on here.
Yeah.
Look at the intensity of the light that's going to happen here.
I just think it's crazy to see Bob Lazar on a fucking StreamYard. Just like sitting there with Jesse Michaels or whatever. Like, hey, we're just going to sit here and smoke weed. And, oh, my buddy Logan Paul's here to show us a cool video. He's doing exactly what we're doing.
Like, speaking of that, why we're on the subject, Faded, can you do me a favor? Can you post the link to the Discord? Because later this week, guys, Bob Lazar's doing this whole podcast, you know, Red Robin, whatever you want to call it, this like podcast blitz, because his new movie that he painstakingly worked on with this director called S4, where they went in and they meticulously recreated his experience at S4, the ships, the facility itself. It's all been really, really well recreated in CGI and put into a documentary called S4. We're going to be watching that. And AI. Yeah, well,
it's going to be a lot of AI. Boomer.
Dude, I watched it. No, it's not.
You watched it already?
I watched some clips from it, and it's fucking so good, dude. Like, this is not AI. It's like there is AI, but it's like computer models and shit too. So it's kind of a mix. Like the AI is really only Bob Lazar as a young man. Yeah, it's when Bob Lazar's walking, like the craft in the building and shit is all computer modeled. So
it's like a specific account of what it looks like. It's not just it's a UFO. It looks like this.
It's Bob Lazar. It's a 1-to-1 account. So, anyways, we are going to be. I'm gonna pay for it, and then we're gonna do a Discord movie night. So if you want to just pop in, totally free. I don't even check anybody who joins my Discord.
Like 5 people who show up every time aren't going to be the only ones there. But if you want
that's fine.
Surprise us,
that's fine. And we had a great time. We had a great time.
Super chill in there every time.
What was the last UFO movie documentary? Oh, we watched Age of Disclosure in there. That was great.
We also
that was
watched
a lot of fun.
an episode or two of Alien Earth, and we were like, we're never watching that ever again.
Well, hey, if you have any interest in seeing the new documentary, the new Bob Lazar documentary, you can save yourself $20. We'll probably do it on like a Friday. I'll pay for it and we'll watch it. But anyways, let's get back to the video.
Wow. Those are really
you can, and it's fading in and out.
Yeah, you can't fake that.
You can see that it wobbles.
Scum, I'll go live before
that's
we watch
the important thing. Yeah, so it does comport with your video.
It wobbles.
I'm gonna grab some water. I'll be right back.
Color in
I was just gonna do that. Go ahead.
That's wild, dude.
All right, we'll just let this play.
That's wild.
It's impressive. It is.
The craft emits an orange-reddish color, which is not a coincidence. A craft with strong field interactions, like the ones that Bob alludes to, creates an ionized plasma sheath around itself. The dominant atmospheric gas on Earth is nitrogen. Ionized nitrogen that interacts with plasma glows red-orange. This classic observation of a glowing reddish or orange ball of light moving silently and erratically is one of the most commonly reported UFO descriptions across decades of sightings worldwide.
No, what? Did you see that move it did? No, I didn't.
Now I know this footage is grainy, And while certainly fascinating, it's far from conclusive. But it is another fascinating data point. What Luigi's movie almost definitively vindicates is the existence of S4. Remember, when Bob went public in 1989, Area 51 itself hadn't even been officially acknowledged by the government. And to this day, S4's existence is still denied. It's not supposed to exist. But Luigi used Google Earth's historical imagery to go back in time and found a 2022 version of the area surrounding S4 that was not yet blurred to obscure the site. And yet, vehicle tracks are visible in these older satellite images.
You can clearly see the tracks. Look at them going in every direction. And you could look at all the traffic.
And then they just disappear,
right?
Yeah, where they go underground.
No, that's not one guy driving.
Yes.
Exactly. So
they go right into the side of a mountain.
So what are you doing?
Well,
Luigi,
after this documentary dropped not even a week ago, somebody with a high-powered lens had been out at Area 51 and took pictures of where S4 is alleged to be by Bob Lazar, and sure enough, in the side of a mountain, just exactly how he describes, there are 9 visible hangar slots disguised in the side of a mountain, and they like traced them in the image, and I believe it to be true.
So you also believe in mud fossils? I can start tracing on rocks and say, look, it's a. You know that one guy? That one guy rocks, dude.
Oh, the guy who who thinks it's like giant snakes and shit.
He'll hold up a rock and he'll be like, "This is a fossilized duck head." So you could see the beak right here in the eyes, and then he'll see a big
grandpa in his stories.
That guy
he also shows Bob a high-quality aerial photograph taken by a pilot roughly 17 miles from Papoose Lake. The image had previously circulated online, but Luigi enhanced the contrast a bit to reveal additional details.
And if you look carefully in this version here, where the contrast has been changed, as we zoom.
Oh, here it is. They're gonna show it right here. Fade.
Look what you see.
Yeah, you can start seeing.
You see them
look right
clearly
there.
right there.
Yeah, the slanted right.
You can see the fucking slots in where the door is. See the individually spaced hanger sliders. So the doors are like
this is just a picture of like his pubes or something from the side.
It's
and
not
you're like,
it's a mountain
look how I zoomed it in.
where they keep UFOs in Area
it's
51.
A mountain, all right, Crackadona.
You're saying it's his Mount
man.
Pubis?
Yeah, because dude, I mean, listen, I see what you're saying. I see it, but it's also nothing. It's like, come on, you know.
All right. Well, what are the odds that in the middle of nowhere, where nothing exists, like literally nothing, exactly where Bob Lazar says, you saw the picture of the tire tracks going up to this and disappearing into nowhere, and then there's a mountain exactly, huh?
It's not that it's not real. It's because I mean, dumbs exist. Obviously, big old spans of desert where there's
you're
nothing.
just being a nihilist and pretending to be uninterested. What does it matter?
I just don't like the picture. It's just not a good picture of it.
Okay,
that's all.
Well,
that's all.
There's a reason it's not a good picture. They don't want it to be. They put it far away for a reason, so that even your most powerful telescopic cameras can't even fucking reach it.
Rectangular doors, yeah.
Finally, and perhaps most damningly, the map of Papoose Lake was literally altered 8 days after Bob Lazar went public in his first anonymous video. You heard me right. They changed the map 8 days after Bob started to speak out. And the map was clearly modified in a way that would specifically hide the existence of S4.
Bob went public on May 15th, 1989.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't come public. His name wasn't public.
It
was him as Dennis, in silhouette. And 8 days after that, the United States Department of the Interior, who works on the geological maps of the landscape at the test site, where it's Groom Lake, Papoose Lake, and the whole Nevada test site, actually modified all the maps there.
The name of it,
specifically Groom Lake and Papoose Lake and Papoose Mountain.
I mean, it is fitting that the government that is run by pedophilic vampire reptilians named their secret UFO base Groom Lake.
Crackadona,
range
you need
there.
to groom the papoose.
And there's a stamp on all the modifications because the modification was dated 1989.
Groom your papoose.
So on the actual small print, it says maps modified 1989, but the stamp of the exact day is May 23rd, 1989, exactly 8 days after Bob went public.
Wow.
And specifically, they are
Just
getting
Papoose Lake.
just
Just
Papoose Lake,
that
so they're removing
portion of the
S4.
map
No,
got
what they
modified.
remove, what they,
It's a coincidence.
the specificity there is the specific thing they removed is there's a road that leads from Groom Lake down to Papoose Lake. And as it leads down to Papoose Lake, the north end of the lake, the road forks off, it splits off in two areas, to the west of Papoose Lake and to the right of Papoose Lake, where S4 is. They specifically removed the road to the east
Very
of
good,
Papoose
Rolly
Lake,
Benjamin.
and they kept
Rolly
the same
Benjamin
one
knows
to the
his
west.
shit.
Which, why would they do that? Why would you suddenly remove the road that goes to S4?
And leave everything else.
And leave
there.
everything else there.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
it-
was an amazing
it's-
discovery.
Yeah, and it's there. I mean, it's not like
And what does that tell you about our government? That they're incredibly lazy. Instead of just moving all 9 UFOs to a new location, they just changed the map.
we're not making
Crackadona.
anything up.
Yes.
It's okay. You just said this 3 seconds ago. Who runs the government?
Pedophilic, vampiric reptilians.
What is part of their karmic ritual with God? What do
They
they have,
have
to do?
tell you. They have to tell you. What's it called again?
Revelation of the method. So
Right,
they're not
revelation
being
of the
lazy.
method.
That's them
It's part of the
letting
deal.
us be able to figure it out in a
Right.
way.
Yeah. You know what? You're right, Faded Bones. Sometimes Faded Bones is right on this show.
Here, I was very specific of like, I don't want to put anything that makes us look like we're inventing stuff. This is verifiable. You could order these maps.
The other thing I think that's interesting is for people doubting the story, Jeremy Corbell and Ross Coulthart found a bunch of people who have verified Bob's presence at S4, right? I don't know if you have as well.
I think arriving at 51 or getting on the bus or something.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. I think they found a bunch.
George
of
Knapp also had some people, and they got threatened back then, and they were told 6 people that were threatened, and basically they never made it forward. George talks.
I just want to point out that the director is wearing a very cool limited edition Japanese Superman t-shirt. That is a poster for the original Christopher Reeve Superman that came out in Japan.
About it in
Can you
the
pause it? Can I
interviews
ruin
we
it
did
for you?
with him, and
Yes, but it's a new shirt with that design because it looks good, but that's
no,
not
it's
like
cool. Yeah, I don't think it's like an authentic like.
Okay.
Yeah, but the poster itself is.
He
cool.
has good taste.
Yes,
He picked a good shirt. Yes,
that's what I was saying. Thank you.
he's talked
Autistic
about it in the
Bones.
past, and he says they all received the phone call, they were all threatened, and they never went public.
Always has been.
And you know, for anybody who's a Bob Lazar detractor or doesn't believe the story, you then have to not believe George Knapp, because why would
I'll
George lie
always
about
believe
that?
George Knapp. George
Well,
Knapp.
what's
is
what's the
fucking
benefit
G.
here?
The
You know,
goat.
and somebody's gonna say, well, it's because he put his name attached to the Bob story. No, not when that was happening. He was still investigating the Bob story, so he said that back then. It's not like it's new information.
Well, he was getting a lot of shit.
Yeah, he
for
was
being
getting a
involved
lot
with
of
the
shit.
story back then.
Yeah.
That was not certainly not
Yeah,
a
that
feather to
one,
stick in his
scumbag.
cap.
You know, it's something I really
Great
want to
point,
put a
Sweet
lot
Joe.
of
Superman,
emphasis
the
on
alien. Hello.
because of all the haters out there. Is this happened when he came out? It was in 1989. It was a different era. It was a different time in the world.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, the people now that think that Bob Lazar is a grifter, or where I'm a grifter because I'm making a movie about this and whatever. You know, this happened 40 years ago. I was interested in UFOs 40 years ago, and believe me, I was not popular. This was the most unpopular topic when it came out. It was considered to be so
don't touch that because it's going to ruin your life. So first of all, why would Bob Lazar do that? And then why would George Knapp, a respected investigative journalist in Las Vegas who already was well known and had a good job, why would he hang his reputation and ruin his entire career just to support another liar? Yeah. Like, it doesn't make.
All right, that pretty much ends that little chunk that I wanted to play. Really interesting stuff. Here's another video to tie it all in. This is from Florida in 2020 in Tampa Bay. Tell me what you guys think. It's very similar. I don't know like who exactly it came from, but it's from Tampa Bay, Florida, the years 2020. I mean, it's like the same fucking thing. It almost looks more like the Kimbergus craft, which is slightly more dome shaped than the sport model UFO. It's pretty. It looks real to me. 2020. Although
I wish I saw something that looked that obvious.
I know,
You know
dude.
I mean?
It's my biggest. It's my
but,
biggest
like,
fucking dream is to like see something like that.
My TR3B.
Thank you, Panda, for adding
two
that.
times in a row is cool. I can't lie, but I mean, like something
Yeah,
like that. would
seeing the
blow my
TRB3 is cool, but I want to see something that's
that would be
NHI in origin. You know,
I agree.
Not something derived from NHI. Not even though that's still fucking cool. I would take that too. Whoa, cool, pretty neat. There's a couple other photographs in this thread that are a little interesting here. Like this one, it says filmed from a dash cam in South Africa. It was invisible to the naked eye. It's kind of interesting. Looks like gyroscopic. Did you cover the Bledsoe orb already? Yeah, it's totally fake. You can see his reflection in it. I didn't cover it though on my stream because it's bullshit. Bledsoe's a fucking. He's a kooky Bible guy who got people to listen to him in the UFO community, and now he's like got to keep the grift going. I don't know that I believe this whole like NASA taking an interest in him. Somebody posted a really funny video. You know that whole Tim Taylor's like angle of his story where this guy Tim Taylor who worked at NASA and some people believe him to be a time traveler. He got up with a couple other people in ufology and they went out to like a UFO crash site and recovered small pieces of a crash. He went out there with Gary, the guy from Stanford. What's his name? Gary Noonan. I forget his fucking name. Holy shit. There's too many names in ufology. Anyways, there was a picture of Tim Taylor took an interest in Bledsoe, and there was a picture of him at his daughter's high school football game where she's a cheerleader, and it's Tim Taylor with his arm around his like teenage daughter in her cheerleader outfit, and under it says it was supposedly captioned by Bledsoe himself, and it's saying, "There's no reason this guy needs to be coming out to visit us, but he really shows an interest in my family." I was like,
He just
what?
doesn't
All
get
right,
it.
dude. Yeah, he doesn't get it. He thinks it's because he talks to a glowing lady in his backyard. Oh, here's another one. UK Hampshire in 2011. This UFO looks very similar to the one filmed in Kimbergus. There you go. Yeah, it does. Holy shit. This one's multicolored though. Look at that. That's really pretty. Oh, this one has a flat top. This is kind of like the ones that you used to see. There's a couple pictures from the 1940s of like flat topped UFOs. And there's one in the hangar at S4 that is a flat topped UFO that's in the Bob Lazar S4 documentary. It's kind of interesting. This one's fun. This one's just like a fun UFO.
Yeah, they're having a party.
Dude, if I was on Molly and I saw this, I'd totally be in the middle of a conversation mentally with aliens. Like,
yeah, they're going hard.
Hell yeah, dude! Those aliens are having a rave up there with all the.
Meanwhile, that's just like something floating in a pool. That's some like pool toy,
right?
And we're like, oh my god! Oh, it's just like floating in water,
dude. I didn't even think this. What if it's just it's a bunch of aliens with abductees butt ass naked up there, and they're just taking E, and they're having a crazy rave up there in the sky, dude. That's what's going on.
It's a
it's the Coachella UFO.
Justin Bieber's up there. It's just it's a hologram. It's just a hologram.
Could be. Yeah, I'm not vouching for any of these videos. I'm just playing them because they're in this thread. Some of them are cool looking. What do we got here? What's this one? Woo! Sphere coming in. You gotta watch out for them spheres, bro. Whoa, what is that?
Scary. Fuck that. I don't like that one.
Dude, it's like morphing or something.
Bro, he had the fucking laser beam on him, and he's like, nah. He's just like, nah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Catching his ops lacking. Those are World War II planes. This must be an air show or something.
Or it was back in World War II.
No, not in color like this.
You can recolor a video.
That's true.
Hello, Rise.
What is that? Somebody's hammering a roof? That's pretty cool. Let's see this one. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Little top hat UFO action.
That's like the that's not exactly like it, but it's like the ET one.
Well, here I go. Now I'm going to look like an asshole. This looks exactly like Chris Bledsoe's orb video. Maybe we should just watch that,
right,
and I'll let you decide.
Like my asshole. No fucking cap.
Watch. Let's do Bledsoe, UFO, or no, we'll do
Bledsoe porn. Bledsoe penis.
Video.
Bledsoe nudes. Grok, can you give me Bledsoe?
This is the new Bledsoe video. Allegedly of
Whoa,
one of his,
what the fuck? Are you?
Yeah. It looks like you can see a doorway to a backyard in the background, and maybe potentially somebody's reflection.
It's a cool effect, whatever it is.
Right. He says this is from his backyard. He's always being visited by these orbs. I think I was convinced by Twitter that this was bullshit. But I could easily go back the other way. So somebody AI enhanced it after this.
Fucking it up.
Hold on. No. You didn't let me finish. Somebody AI enhanced this after this, and you can I don't know if AI saw it and made it like enhance it, but it looks like right here there's like a silhouette of somebody. Like,
no, I see it
right in this like corner, and then this is like the back door to a patio, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that looks like something from you know, the effect that they have on like Superman's technology in this Man of Steel movies, like the weird like nanite technology.
Right.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's what it kind of looks like.
Yeah, here he is. This guy. He's always got some kind of that's another red flag to me about people who predict things with dates, and it's always tied into like some kooky religious aspect. Like
he's always wrong.
Like Jesus is coming back, and then they like, you know, like this guy's bringing in like drawing people in through the UFO aspect, but it's really just like a ploy to get people, you know, to hear his revelation, his revelation fucking conspiracy theory that he's got. It's a fucking amoeba on a microscope tray. Yeah, probably Texas Cat.
What's that? You didn't finish the message.
Crackadona was the last thing he typed there.
What's the word before that?
I don't know what you're talking about. What else we got? All right, we'll go back to here. What else? There was so much shit to talk about, dude. Bob Lazar was on like 10 different podcasts. It's fucking hard to like keep track of. Have you heard anything weird lately? Freddy Bones? What chat? What's going on in the UFO world that I am skipping over here? We did scientists. We did the Clark
Missing
video.
people and stuff.
We did Bledsoe. There's a couple other things, I think.
Is there any Trump stuff? Has he released any? Is alien.gov anything yet or no?
That is another that's thank you for bringing that up. We should cover that. We should talk about that a little bit. So Anna Paulina Luna put together a list of 41 videos that she demanded.
Sex? Walking sex.
Yes, UFO
personified,
as
sex.
I call her, the most sexual congressperson to ever
the lust
exist.
demon.
Yes, the sex demon herself. Let me pull up her Twitter. She made a comment about it. But anyways, she demanded from the DOD that they release 41 specific. She had a specific list of videos that she and other members of Congress like Tim Burchett and Big Eyes Burlinson had all been briefed on and watched in skiffs. When they come out and they go, we've seen some videos that the American people would think were very strange that we can't talk about, right? They can never talk about it, guys. Well, Anna Paulina Luna, after the president came out with his declaration that they were going to release all of the files, she came out with a list of all of the videos that she has been shown, right? And she goes, I want all of these videos by this date. And do you know when that date was?
How did she? Okay, what day?
Yesterday, the 14th. And let me show you what happened.
How did she name them? Was it like
she described them? I'll show you the list.
Okay.
I'll show you the list. I'll show you
that. I would like to see that too.
Let me see.
Square one, circle one, triangle one, scary one. So I'm that really, really scary one. So I'm the scary one. Show with them. Show them the scary one. The scary door.
Oh, damn. One of those videos.
Oh.
There's your TR. That's a cool dude.
Are you serious?
Oh, we've watched this video. Dude, no. This is is this new? What is this?
Let's see it.
No,
pull it up. Anyway,
we've seen this video. This is like the most clear TR3B video I've ever seen. And I think it's real because it's just been around for fucking ever. This is wild video.
Oh yeah. Dude. What's crazy, the one that I saw didn't have the thing going on in the middle. So
these guys were out in like a cabin. Like it's raining out and they're in the middle of the woods and they're in a cabin and this thing's just fucking floating. They're like filming it from like the crack in their cabin door.
Is it rotating? There it goes. Boom.
Gone. It's gone.
But like dude, the one I saw did not have the dot in the middle. It was just the dots on the edges.
It might not have had it activated because they all have that.
I know that's what
red.
So I guess that's what I'm asking you. What is that? The anti-grav, or is that something else?
That's the TR3B reverse engineered government.
Well, what are the lights on the edge? They're like helicopter lights.
Like what? I have no idea. I could never tell you that.
Compared, I'm saying so. There's the three white lights, and that's what I saw, and then they have the red light in the middle, which they do all have, and you see the manuscripts and the blueprints of it. They have that slot in the middle, and I'm sure that it does, but the ones that I saw both times did not have it on. Anyway, I'll say that 100 more times.
Okay. So the problem is this guy, Eric Swalwell, got accused of rape and he's in Congress today. So all of the when I type in her name, it's just her commenting on it, and I gotta like dig through to get because when she wrote this thing, here's is this a video on it?
The disappointing thing about all those deep ocean animals is that they're all incredibly small. Like the anglerfish is like this big. I'm not kidding. It's like this fucking big. They're immensely tiny.
All right,
the biggest shit down there is like a giant squid or whatever, and colossal squid. Those are freaky. There's sperm whales. I don't like sperm whales. They're siphonophores, but they don't really do anything. They're just weird. But
okay,
yeah,
I think I can read this. This is the letter she wrote to Pete Hegseth, the head of the Department of War. Dear Secretary Hegseth, the Committee on Oversight and Government Reforms Task Force on the Declassification of Federal Secrets Task Force is continuing its investigation into unidentified aerial phenomena, UAP. The continued lack of transparency surrounding these anomalies and the potential national security threat they pose is troubling. On September 9th, 2025, the task force held a hearing focused on these concerns. Whistleblowers informed the task force that Arrow possesses additional video records of potential UAP sightings. To continue to investigate, the task force requests certain video files related to UAP sightings. The lack of disclosure regarding the very real threat posed by UAPs in and around U.S. restricted airspace is concerning. The task force has found responses from Arrow when questioned about UAP sightings and provided data less than adequate. So they didn't like what Arrow said because Arrow is just a cover up. It's there to direct you in the incorrect direction. It's basically just a continuation of Project Blue Book. Like the government never changes its plan. Like if their plan is it's swamp gas, this is the modern version of its swamp gas intersecting with Venus in retrograde, and that's what Roswell was. You know, like this.
I want to intersect with her Venus with my
her mom's Venus. Yes, exactly.
Read my comments.
Do I have to? She is a walking sex column. It's an interesting choice to give her eyes, but it's okay.
You know, when she's being created, like a little snowman, they put the eyes in and they brought her to life or whatever. I would have just given her no eyes so that you can like sneak up on her and anyway.
Well, it's the least interacted with part of her body, I would say, her eyes.
If I ever met up with her, I would squish them out and I would say, stop talking. And then she would stop screaming and she would just let me like squish out her eyes.
This is taken. You are Eric Swalwell, I think. Are you a Democratic congressional member who
I think I have a future in the government.
Yeah, I think you do too. I think you fit that profile exactly, Faded Bones. Anyways,
if you ever get
ufology, Faded Bones, we're doing UFO research right
here. If you ever get sniffed at, it's a reptilian. So if you ever get like a group of old people, like they live
type
you shit. That one guy who fucking tried to kill that other guy because he thought it was a reptilian. Okay, the guy who lost his mind because
we watch a lot of guys on here.
It was one guy. We can watch the video again because it's pretty good.
All right, bring it up.
Lost his mind because he was getting like talked to and fucked with by the reptilians. And long story short, they were like telling him to go to this church. He went to this church and he saw this one guy and he's like, this motherfucker is a reptilian. He tried shooting him one day. This random guy who is just in a church. He's just some head of the church guy. Gets shot at, lives, and now has a position in the government. Weird. And then obviously that other guy is dead. You know, the one who tried to kill him. And he drew a diagram of the reptilians, and they're more like turtle beak people, like the lizard.
Is that
people.
It? Kyle Odom?
Yes.
Is it really?
Yes. I think so.
He's out of prison, released like a few weeks ago. No shit. We got to find an update. New Rockwoods, find an update on that. All right, let's get back to this. Let's get through her little letter to the Department of War. The lack of disclosure regarding because you're never going to believe how they responded. Today was the deadline. She set this out when? On March 31st, 2026. So the end of last month. She gave him a couple of weeks to get this shit together. And like, she's friends with Pete Hegseth too. Like she knows the guy. They're in the same party. The lack of disclosure regarding the very real threat posed by UAPs in and around U.S. restricted airspace is concerning. The task force has found responses from Aero when questioned about UAP sightings and provided data less than adequate. The presence of UAPs in and around the sensitive airspaces of U.S. military installations poses a threat to the security of the armed forces and their readiness. To assist the task force in its investigation of UAPs, we request the following videos be delivered as soon as possible, but no later than April 14th, 2026 was yesterday, right? I'm still in April 14th because I haven't gone to bed yet. You know what I mean?
Like I literally am.
Yeah. Oh, are you? What time is it? Yeah,
11.
you are. Yeah.
Crackadona has 2 clocks on his phone. He has LA time and New York time. Like
yes,
permanent.
That's it. Right. I have Zeta Reticuli time and Buffalo, New York time. Okay, so here's some of the names of the videos. This is the interesting part. Number 1, 4 UAP formation. That's in Iran, 8/26/2022. So these are all real videos that they have seen that the government is not showing us, that the government knows about, that they own, that they recorded, right? Syrian UAP, instant acceleration. These are the titles that the government, like the military has titled them these, right? UAP USO, so underwater or submerged UFO formation. Wiley 2X zinc. What does that mean? Cigar shaped or fat spherical UAP. 2022.
She'll take either. She likes cigars or the fat round egg penises.
Yeah, she's not. Well, I heard she was a size queen. Spherical UAP erratic movement remix. Spherical UAP over Air Force AFG in and out of clouds. That sounds interesting. Spherical UAP pulsing over water jacker 2X. Spherical UAP in clouds. Voodoo 4X cranberry UAP. NGA UAP. Spherical UAP warlock. I think the 4X and the 2X is like zoomed in versions. That's what I would guess.
They got names for it. Fucking voodoo warlock. Right. Are these the like the bases or are these the craft cosigns?
Well, voodoo is a plane, I think. It's an aircraft. Okay. So some of these are reconnaissance planes, I would assume, that have recorded these things.
That makes sense. Okay, that makes more sense. I'm like, they're
and
naming
warlock
the
is also another some type of aircraft. Voodoo and
okay,
warlock.
Thank you for the clarification.
Yeah, video 1, 2, video 1, video 2, AF SOC Kabul. Any of our military people? What's up, Powder Dusty? Good to see you, buddy. AF SOC Kabul UAP 2017. I wonder what that SOCOM is. That like some part of SOCOM or something? I don't know. US CGC 144 UAP Tic Tac IR hot. So infrared. There's another infrared video right under it. Multiple spherical UAP USO near sub cactus IX in and out of water. That's interesting. That's sort of what.
Why does that one have 666 in it?
Does it?
16.
That's the next one. I didn't read the next one yet. I'm guessing infrared, and then the number of the beast for no reason.
No, but then the next one is 665. So it just
stop getting ahead of me. I'm trying to form a thought on like 2 back. What was I saying? Fuck. What do they call it? Who's the guy who just got in the fucking motorcycle accident? God damn it, Faded Bones. You gave me a stroke and like it power washed all of my thoughts away.
Fucking
what's your interruptions?
He's the Mexican guy. He's the big old fatty.
Lou Elizondo. Lou Elizondo's always talking about transmedium craft, right? Like craft that can go from space to our atmosphere to water without losing any speed, right? And that seems to be what that video is talking about, in and out of water. I bet you it's going really quickly and it doesn't slow down. That would be interesting to see. Okay, now Faded, we can get locked onto these number fixations that you have. Okay, buddy.
All right. So it says 666, but then one says 665, and then we got 655. So I'm gonna play, ironically, devil's advocate here and say that it is just a coincidence. But what a coincidence! What an So there's like, let's say she got to see 1,000 videos.
They love number magic.
It just so happened to be that number 666 was a good video. Okay. What if it's literally like Satan? Like, what if it's like a falling angel?
Well, she's one of the people that believe that it is like angels and demons and shit, which is
interesting video to pick. I'm just saying.
Well, so it's not that she's picking it; it's what the Congress people have been shown in skiffs. These are the ones that they are aware of, right?
Okay.
So, like, it's not like she's like, they're getting it from nowhere. This is what was shown to her
for them to be shown,
right? USAF ANG F-16C call sign, that's the plane's call sign, shoots down UAP over Lake Huron. What? Shut the fuck up. There's a video of an F-16 shooting down a UAP over Lake Huron and we don't get to see it? What is the government doing?
That makes me want to neck, because that sounds like the coolest fucking thing.
Dude, that is some fucking Independence Day shit. What the fuck? Holy shit. Administrative revision, Kazakhstan, UAP in vicinity of Karaganda International Airport. Several UAP in the vicinity of Columbus, Ohio Airport. I think I remember that. I think we were playing videos of that while it was happening. Observer UAP in East China Sea. Let's see what the next page is. There's like 46 of these she's requested. You're going to love the response that they gave today. It's absolutely amazing.
They said, no.
No, it's even worse than that, dude. It's just, we'll get to it. We're going to get to it right after this, okay?
They responded with Anna-Paulina Luna's head on a stick, and they're like, any more questions?
No, dude, it's just like fucking government ineptitude in playing games, and like, just like the government going, you're dumb, and we don't care. Like, we know you're smart enough to not believe what we're telling you, but you're dumb and you're going to take this. This is exactly what we're just.
It's not even that we're dumb. It's just that, like, we're just going to take it anyway.
Well, it is them telling us they're dumb, because it's them going, we think you're going to buy this on any level.
We don't have a choice.
And we also don't care if you don't buy it too. But
it doesn't matter. The whole Epstein files thing was just to drive people like us crazy, because there are still people who just don't get it and they don't care, and they like are done with it. And it's like, oh, well, that's like the biggest deal ever. And then they're going to go on with the rest of their lives, like not caring. And it's going to be a point of contention for forever. And that's why they did that.
Well, you don't even know what they did yet. I'm going to.
No, that's why they released the Epstein files is what I'm saying. So like that. And the only reason that they do anything is just to be like, oh, and they're just fucking with you every time, forever, with everything.
Right. UAP in Persian Gulf, Hail Hitler 11 UAPs. Hackney 4 observes UAP at some coordinates. UFOs in formation over Persian Gulf, and high res Hackney 4X observes. Hackney must be some sort of observation platform, whether a drone or an aircraft of some kind. Observes UAPs at some sort of coordinates in 2019. The Committee in Oversight and Government Reform is the principal oversight committee of the U.S. House of Representatives and has broad authority to investigate any matter at any time under House Rule X, to arrange for delivery of documents, to ask any related follow-up questions. Please contact the Committee on Oversight and Government Reform majority staff, and then their phone numbers. Thank you for your attention to this important matter. Sincerely, Luna. Ooh, she didn't put like a lipstick kiss on it. I feel like
she farted on the paper.
Oh, okay. She sealed it in with a nice little gasser. Yeah,
Luna means moon, and
I do. If she did that and I opened an envelope and her fart was sealed in, I'd wear it like a COVID mask every day. That envelope.
It would just start smelling like your breath immediately.
I don't care. It's the thought that counts. Why do you always got to ruin everything?
Because if you want to do it good, you got to do it right. You should cut off You should cut her into
My head.
pieces.
Cut my head
You
off?
should cut her into pieces and then wear her like a mask, and then it'll be good for a week. Anyway, I mean, there's a right way to do everything. That's why.
You know what? There's probably a video we could watch that'll do a nice little tie. Let's see here. Let's go to Oh yeah, Vetted had a couple of videos I wanted to play too. All right, we're gonna see if our lady friend here.
Oh, Chesty.
Yeah. Yay! Doesn't look like she made a video. She's slipping. She's
Oh,
slipping.
the only thing that's slipping is her on the stairs. Got him. Booty butt, bitch.
Okay, so here's it wasn't an actual response that she got. It's just her talking about the response that she received personally. Listen to this. Referencing the UFO deadline that was today, and Faded Bones is still living in it. No one from the Pentagon had responded until we reached out, and it appears that someone did not pass the letter to the appropriate authorities. They just didn't.
Guys.
We sent it to the janitor's closet instead. We're sorry. We just didn't get it to Pete Hegseth. Even though you're the literal Congress, a congressional letterhead, we didn't get it to where it needed to go because we can't figure it out, guys.
The guy that needed
this
to
very
give
important piece of this very important request that you had.
The guy that needed to give the letter over was the bad guy from Blue Velvet, and he's like, "I'm gonna give you a fucking reference. I'm gonna shoot you, and I'm gonna say it a certain type of way. A love letter from my heart."
How convenient. Nonetheless, we will be getting the requested list. We are not waiting for a briefing at some unspecified future date. The Secretary of War is someone I consider a friend and someone who backs the president. The president has authorized the release, so whoever is trying to be cute at the Pentagon can take a hike. So she's pissed about it. Her little letter got no response. Guys, they couldn't figure out where to send the letter when she sent it out. So
can you respond with?
We're not going to get to see any of those cool videos we just fucking referenced.
Crackadona, can you respond to an image, with an image to this post?
Yes.
Just send your dick.
That's how Twitter works.
Just send your dick.
Not doing that. I'm not getting blocked by her.
You should be like, hey,
I don't know how powerful the Zoom is on her phone. So
I hope this cheers you up.
Yeah. Me and my friends would have killed ET with hammers. I can promise you that much. That's my favorite tweet of all time.
That's weird that you like that tweet. I hate that.
Dude, have you ever seen ET? That shit used to scare the shit out of me when I was a kid. Elliot hears something creepy in his backyard, so he goes and he hangs a fucking hammock in the backyard by himself with a flashlight. No kid that age would do that, by the way. If it was me and we're a couple of buddies having a sleepover, get it out of here. The thing's so fucking creepy, dude. We would have for sure smashed that fucker's head in with hammers if he was crawling around in my backyard shed during a nighttime sleepover. Get it out of here, Faded Bones. I don't like it. All right. I gotta go. We gotta backtrack just a little bit here. So I wanted to talk about, we talked about those missing scientists earlier. And I read this really crazy kind of take on it that I know it's so ridiculous, but it's kind of, I've been thinking about it all day. If I could just find it here. I know I liked it and I know who sent it. So here it is. Okay. So this is, we read all about the scientists. We know all the circumstances of all of their disappearances. What if this is what's going on? This would be wild. Okay. Can I make this bigger? All right, here we go.
No, it's just going to be that size for the rest of your life.
There we go. My theory, these scientists are being put in a witness protection type program. The manner in which they're taken makes me think the situation is urgent.
Didn't I say this?
Rumor is all major nations have been given exotic UFO technology by the others. Hunger Games style. Possibly an adversary has cracked something big and a new clock is ticking fast, or something is coming this way. All Americans with particular skill sets and knowledge that pertains to this one area are apprehended and taken underground. A super secret Manhattan Project on steroids, or it's just media hype. What do you guys fucking think of that? What if that's what it is?
Okay. That's like 8 things to unpack.
That's
First of all,
scary. That would be
only
terrifying if that's what it is.
that I said was the first part is like they're just in witness protection. Like all the people that are like dead or whatever are like probably in like a pocket dimension or something. Like they're not here. They're like in the moon.
Well, what if that's where they work on the UFOs? Like the government like is like Lex Luthor tech and you're able to open up a pocket dimension. You know, maybe they derived it from some tech that they recovered, and that's where they just have like unlimited dumb space.
They had like a million like psionic like regular saucer craft, and then finally, like one day, like one of the fucking
bigger on the inside.
The circle, square, triangle ones, like the geometric, like interdimensional ones,
the Ryan
landed.
Graves square and a sphere,
and then it just landed.
Cube
and
and
they're
a
like,
sphere.
"Here you go." And then they went back home, and then we were like, "What? what the fuck are we supposed to do with this?" And then we got pocket dimensions.
Yeah, so that's from Jordan. I have a problem with Jordan though. Like me and him go back and forth. We don't really know each other, but like we've interacted a few times on Twitter. I know you hate him. You remember he's the guy who used to walk through the woods and shit.
I know. I can see his little gay picture. I know exactly what it is.
He doesn't think that we've been to space, and he won't just come out and say it in his Twitter replies. So ever since they went up in the Artemis 2 and they really went around the moon, they're back now. No, he goes, "Why aren't there any stars in the background of any of their pictures?" And he's saying it like very passive aggressively. And I've been tweeting at him like going, "Dude, just say you don't believe in space. Like don't hinge it all on this like passive aggressive. There's no stars in their picture. Just say that you don't think that we're capable of like getting through the Van Allen radiation belt or whatever the fucking flat earth shit that you think is going on." You know what I mean?
So I'm talking to Aaron the other day.
Sorry.
As I do. No, I did. You know me, the thought leaves my head if I'm like, anyway. So I was talking to Aaron the other day and he's like, "Oh, dude."
I was apologizing that you had to talk to Aaron the other day. Anyways.
We were talking about you and he's like, "Oh, dude. You know what channel I really like? We talk about that alien stuff." I was like, "What?" He's like, dude, what's that guy with the fish?" And I was like,
"Oh no, the Y-Files."
This nigga likes.
I like the Y-Files guy. I don't like the fish. You know what I mean?
But now that I know that Drewski likes it, I hate it even more.
That's who it's for. Well, that's who it's for. That's who the fish is for. The fish is for fucking dumb people. It's for the low IQ.
I like the fish.
Yeah. It's funny when the fish talks. And then the fish has always got something funny to say. It makes all the hard, boring stuff more palatable to me. You know what I mean? Like it's
palatable.
No. The science stuff is boring, but when that fish is talking, I'm all ears. You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck? Yeah, Sweet Jumps. It's like, this is a very serious topic, okay? This is not to be joked about. If you want to have a talking fish and cover Bigfoot, I'm okay with it, but not when it comes to UAPs. What do you think of the new Bob Lazar docudrama? I don't know much about the UFO world, but I thought it was interesting. I don't take this stuff too seriously because I know where to start.
Should I post the link again?
Yeah, so we were actually talking about it earlier. I've seen a couple of segments from it. I have not watched the entirety of the docudrama itself, but this Friday, in my Discord, we're going to be doing a Discord movie night Friday or Saturday. I'll make an announcement. I'll go live beforehand. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell because I'll go live before we watch it. I'm going to pay for it and you guys can just come into my free Discord and watch it along with us if you like. And then I'll give my review on it, or don't, do whatever you want. Who am I to tell you what to do? Don't fucking listen to me.
Pants not optional. No pants allowed.
That's Faded Bones' rule. You don't have to abide by it. It's my Discord. But
Crackadona also follows my rule and doesn't wear pants.
I will not be wearing pants. That's true. I will be nuts out watching the S4 Friday's
Amber's gonna get
birthday
there and she's like,
Eve. You're too old to be saying birthday Eve. Angels don't fall.
Oh shit. He told me that the other that's right. Fuck. Okay. That's what's up.
Let me go back to YouTube here. We'll catch up on some other videos real quick.
I was gonna say, so we're all chilling there with our nuts out, and then Amber's gonna show up and she's gonna be like, "Oh, me too, guys." And we're gonna be like, "Oh, ew." We're all gonna want to put our clothes back on because we're so disgusted. Yeah.
There was also some drama regarding Jacques Vallée recently that I didn't talk about. I don't know. Let me see if I can bring. It's kind of long. I don't like Jacques Vallée. I'll just give you the broad strokes of it.
What did he possibly do?
He got attacked by a guy in who is also like a UFO researcher who wrote a paper about UFOs, and basically he paints the picture that Jacques Vallée is a spy. Like a spy for multiple governments. But then Jacques Vallée wrote this long response to him.
I swear that I'm not, that I'm French, and I swear
we'll cover it on another pod. Well, it kind of like immediately like died down. Like everybody loves Jacques Vallée. Jacques Vallée is one of the pillars of ufology.
Is he a spy though? That doesn't mean he's not a spy. Just because everybody likes him. That's not a good reason.
No, there was also some like disparaging shit that the guy was trying to say about him too. That it's I read the whole thing. Faded Bones. It is a crazy thing to say, and I don't really and it's all based on circumstantial evidence. So there's like really no evidence.
It's all based on just, hey, trust me, bro, he's a spy.
This guy's connecting dots and making assumptions, and it's. Yeah, I don't know. I can't say that it's bullshit because anything is possible, but
sure.
I feel like Jacques Vallée deserves a little more respect than that. And it was weird because the guy is sort of like a colleague, a friend of Jacques Vallée's.
Oh, so he's somebody that would know him really well.
No, just like they were like Jacques Vallée wrote like the foreword to one of his books or something like that. Like
he's
colleagues.
his godfather to his parents. He's also his stepdad.
They're blood relatives. Yeah.
It's a coincidence, unrelated.
What's up, Moto Toad? How are you, buddy? Good to see you, man.
Moto Toad.
All right. Let's see. All right, we'll check in with Christina, see what she's got cooking. Her most recent video from 13 hours ago is something we already covered. Do we want to sit through the whole Logan Paul Lazar story again? We just covered that pretty thoroughly. We'll go find something else. Let's see what Vetted's talking about.
Can we at least look at her while you look for that other video?
No. And Vetted's also covering the Bob Lazar video. That seems to be the talk of the town, talk of the UFO. I don't watch Greer anymore. It's he's such a kook. He's closeted gay man, Israeli asset. Greer, yeah. Lizard gay man.
booty hole. Butthole.
This one's only from 4 days ago. It says George Knapp drops UFO bombshell. Let's see what this is about here.
I know it's like napping, like when you like nap like flint, or not flint, but you like nap obsidian, like you nap a stone.
Yes,
it's
stone
like
napping, yeah.
But like every time I hear it, it's like
PP.
It's like he's sleepy. George sleepy.
He's like 70 years old, bro.
Even more so. It's like a very fitting name for an old guy is Nap. It's just very funny. I know it's not what it
9
means,
out
but
a
it's
secret
so
history
funny.
inside shadow intelligence. That's MJ12. Ooh, you got my fucking attention. Oh, it's an hour and 20 minutes. I don't know if we got time
It's a
for
fucking
that.
Metallic Man fucking video.
No, it's actually News Nation, like a legitimate fucking news organization.
Ross Egghead.
It is
Coulthard.
Ross Coulthard, yes. MJ12 is always interesting.
That one guy talks about it.
If that's the way it goes. Let's see here.
There's like,
Let me just...
isn't it, there's like four different like popular things. There's Majestic 12, there's Arrow, there's A-Tip.
Eisenhower made a deal. That whole thing of all started in Roswell. Like those are like the main broad strokes of like if you had a timeline and there's like 5 like big points on the timeline, it's like Roswell, MJ12, but MJ12 ties it all in with like Kona Blue, which is a real thing. And
they released it and we read it.
Right. We read the Kona Blue documents, so it's like, who fucking knows? And even if it was a real thing, is it even still around? Do you think? They probably don't call
how
it
could
MJ.
it not be? It's not the same
Right.
thing. I mean,
well, I was talking about a couple of weeks ago that it had come out through like reliable sources that it was still active, but it's not. It's probably whittled way down from 12 people, and that the one person, like maybe 3 people, have the entire overview of the entirety of all.
It was literally like a Majestic 12 people. It wasn't just the group. It was like literally.
It was 12 people. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They were like nuclear scientists, the president, Eisenhower, titans of industry, like people who owned like aerospace companies.
Probably more than 12.
Well, either way, what it evolved into was the government just fucking like got their hands all over it. And the last person who would have been the head of MJ12 was Dick Cheney.
I have an interesting...
The last person alive who had the full purview of the legacy program I had heard was Dick Cheney. Maybe I could find a video about that.
Wait, I have an interesting thought. So... and of course it leaves me.
Here we go.
Something about having like alien tech in the past or something.
Oh, this is a live stream. I'm not watching a live stream. What's this? 40 minutes? What's this guy? I've never seen this guy before.
They fucking plucked the thought out of my head. That's terrible.
Oh, how's it fucking feel, Faded Bones?
There are claims popping up that Dick Cheney is at the top of the UFO secrecy, and that this is what... Hey, welcome to Expanded Knowledge. We have an interesting video today. If you've seen
knowledge,
in the
guys.
UFO
Shout out
circle
to Expanded Knowledge.
in the last 24 hours,
Crackadona. What's up, Leafs and Six?
That
not this
Dick
year, apparently,
Cheney
huh?
Is at the top
First
of
in the
UFO
Atlantic.
secrecy.
How about them
and that
Sabres?
This is what whistleblower David Grush said. So we're going to dive into this.
What's up, Connor's Conquest? How are you, man? Welcome, buddy.
And we're going to look at what did Grush actually say. We're going to look at a lot more, right? Because if you start to unpack this, and I guarantee you nobody probably will go this deep into how naming Cheney would possibly uncover some clues and possibly, and just to look at how much of a UFO connection Cheney and all his close associates has, and not only UFO connection, but a state secrecy legacy. Okay, so we're gonna look into this now. Just posting these 2 videos, right? That kind of broke this, as far as I can see now.
Bulgaria.
I know that these YouTube channels get things from Twitter.
Hold up, we got a UFO vid to watch. This is a UFO filmed in 2 different locations, apparently. Bulgaria.
I'm actually so
in
pissed because it was such a good
2023.
idea. Damn, I can't remember it.
And then Oxaquatl in 2024? 2022. Oh no. Oaxaca? I don't know. I have no idea what that
It's
country
probably
is.
some like Mayan Mexican place
Yeah.
that's like spelled really
Oh, yeah.
obnoxiously.
Well, what was I
It's like
saying
Oaxaca
earlier? The
or
South
something like
Americans are the only ones that are capable of filming things in high definition for some reason. Maybe our 5G towers block out us to be able to film UFOs. Maybe that's what it is. It's not even mind control. It's just so we can't see their cool shit.
A través de redes sociales fue reportada la noche del jueves 16 de marzo del 2023 una grabación extraordinaria de un misterioso objeto en forma de plato que sobrevoló a muy baja altura en algún punto aún no determinado de la República de Bulgaria al sureste del continente europeo. La grabación es muy clara y en la misma podemos apreciar cómo este extraño visitante gira sobre su propio eje, al mismo tiempo de que expone un domo pronunciado en la parte superior y una serie de luces más pequeñas distribuidas alrededor de su circunferencia.
Like it's floating on water.
El aspecto más notable es que este presenta una luz de tonalidad azul que comprende toda la zona inferior del objeto. Aunque el autor de esta grabación concentró su atención en la misteriosa nave, en un momento determinado cambió de posición y es posible observar una calle y postes de alumbrado público, lo que nos permitió tener una breve referencia de la altura y distancia en la que se encontraba este objeto, de muy probable origen no humano. Diríamos que es un visitante con la ya conocida forma de platillo volador.
Oaxaca.
Sorprendentemente, al revisar en nuestro archivo, encontramos que este tipo de objeto ya había sido registrado casi un año atrás, la noche del 12 de abril del 2022, en el estado de Oaxaca.
It looks like E.T.'s
En esa
craft a little
ocasión,
bit, doesn't
la
it?
señora Florencia Blasi, al circular en un camino en dirección a la localidad de Ixtepec, observó una extraña luz que se movía muy cerca del trayecto que recorría, por lo que decidió tratar de registrarlo con la cámara de su teléfono móvil. La testigo logró 3 fotografías que exponían al objeto muy cerca de su posición y el cual se movía rápidamente.
That's
por lo que decidió
wild.
detener la marcha de su
Spielberg
automóvil
is plugged
para
in
lograr
on
una
this shit
mejor
for
toma.
sure.
Siendo esta
When they
fotografía
break the
la
laws
más
of
clara.
physics and known
De acuerdo a su
propulsion is when I
testimonio,
get
el
erect. Yeah,
celular
me too, dude.
comenzó a fallar
The 5
después de esta
observables
última
makes me
imagen.
come so hard.
Can you pause this?
Yes, I can.
Is it breaking the laws of physics if they're able to do it, or if that's just the laws of physics are
Known
just that?
physics. Known physics. Breaking the laws of known physics is what it like the Einsteinian
Because like obviously it's possible.
laws of physics. Right.
You know, obviously they're doing that shit. Well, whatever.
What's up, Lou? How are you, buddy?
New
Good to see you, man.
profile picture,
Welcome.
by the way.
I know, right? It's so funny. Good times got arrested. It's everybody's profile picture. Oh, you got one without watermarks on it. Nice. Oh, Lou, were you the first one who got it? I was talking to somebody like when the news broke that he got arrested, like in somebody's chat, and somebody had it immediately, and I was like, "Wow, good. You guys are so fucking quick. You guys always impress me with this shit, like the IP2 fucking many alt havers, you know." Yeah, it was you, Lou. Good shit, man. Fucking like literally. The news came, he was arrested. He was like, oh, he was arrested. 5 seconds later, he comes back and he's got it as his profile pic. Yeah, I mean, hate's a strong word, but yeah, I have my problems with him myself.
Hate's a strong word,
sort
and
of
I have a
history
list
in good times
of over 1,000 people
that
I hate.
Un comparativo, podemos determinar que los dos objetos presentan similitudes.
I don't hate any one person. I'm more of like a group of people hater, if you know what I mean. You could read between the lines.
It's easier to generalize hate.
Yeah. I like to spread it around. You know what I mean?
I like to be racist and kill people based on the way that they look.
Oh, I didn't say that. Faded, you don't have to share every thought that comes into your head.
Well, God gave us mouths and fists for a reason.
So I don't know if someone on Twitter broke this earlier, but in any event, here on YouTube, Post-Disclosure World came out with this video yesterday.
What are we listing here?
You know,
Connor,
Cheney,
Roswell,
UFO gatekeeper,
99,
Cheney
Hackers,
controls
95,
UFO
Mr. and
secrets,
Mrs.
the
Smith,
shocking
2005,
truth revealed, right?
Tomb Raider
and
franchise,
then vetted just put their episode out yesterday.
Oh, all right.
Dick Cheney sits atop UFO pyramid, which honestly is misleading. Okay, especially to put the arrow to David Grush.
I mean, you're not
we're going to look
at
the primary source article, and he never says that. And if you really look into this,
it's good to enjoy things, man.
Deeper.
They're called cinephiles.
Yes, Cheney's definitely at the center of U.S. Elite state secrecy, as we'll see. But
this guy has
to jump
bone
to say
syndrome,
that he's at
where
the
he's
top
like, I need to
of
be
the UFO pyramid,
microscopic and unable to be seen
that's a
in
bit
my
presumptuous.
video.
So
I need to be at the bottom.
Let's
where
look
no
in
one
here
can.
and first of all, let's just start
Eyes on
with
Cinema
what Grush said.
dropped
Let's get
a
some
new
context.
documentary.
Okay?
It's an hour long.
Grush gave this
we can
interview
take a look at that for a little bit if you
in
want.
October
Jeremy Corbell has a
or
new
November.
movie coming out. He's got a
the
trailer
article
out
doesn't
for
really
it.
specify
Sleeping Dog,
of
filmed by
2023.
Michael Lazar.
A few months after
so
the
maybe
hearing.
it's a documentary
All right,
about
and we
Jeremy
know
Corbell.
Grush testified
because of
at the
course.
hearing. He did
it's
a couple of
premiere in
interviews.
9
He went on the
hours.
Jesse Michaels
he's a fucking
show. He went on Joe Rogan.
And he's got to have a documentary. It's not enough that he's a documentary filmmaker. He's got to have a documentary made about him. That's why he's always sitting up front. He's the Puff Daddy of ufology, dude. Where he's like, remember you don't remember because you weren't even born yet, but in the 90s, there was this, during the East Coast, West Coast rap battles, one of the big things they used to fucking get at P. Diddy about was, you don't got to have a producer all up in the music videos, all up in every song. That was like one of the big West Coast like gripes with
who's calling
Biggie and P. Diddy. Somebody's calling you?
Hello?
Oh my god, it's fucking Drewski. Why aren't you live, Faded Bones? I want to be drunk and scream over everything. Dude, this is exactly what he's calling you about. He's calling you because he's a drunk idiot who wants to he's lonely.
Oh, is that fucking Crackadona?
Crackadona? What do you miss your boyfriend, pussy?
Yeah.
All right, well, we're doing a thing over here. You'd know if you were subscribed to my channel, you retard.
Not yours.
Oh, yeah? How about this, Drewski? That's who Faded Bones is on the phone with right now.
Here, no, I'm on his panel. Crack, do you want to let him on or no?
No. This is not a panel, Faded Bones. This is a program. This is Third Shift, the podcast, okay?
He's live on his own panel, calling me, begging me to come over there, motherfucker.
Oh, my God. Guys, all right. You know what? Maybe I'll just end then.
No. The worst thing I ever did was give Drewski my fucking phone number. That nigga calls me.
Why would you do that? You know he's gonna drunkenly like give it out one of these nights. He's gonna like leave his phone. He's gonna show his phone to the screen.
And it's like
what a stupid thing to do, Faded Bones.
Yeah,
he's been live all day doing nothing.
Yeah, because he's on his fucking summer break, so he's literally rotting away. His arm, he's got like gout in his arm or whatever, and he's like fucking.
Of course he does. He has the Drewski has the King's disease, right?
No, Drewski's got you know, like have you ever seen?
Well, they call gout the King's disease because back in the day, the only people who had access to become gout-ridden were kings. You know, alcohol in meats. Right? Like all the other people were poor, eating like dirt off the ground. And the only people who were capable of having gout were kings. So they call it the King's disease. See you, Connor. Have a good one, buddy.
Yeah, imagine leaving the second that Crackadona rears his head at ending. It's called being the matador. So this Crackadona's a bull, right? And he's like, oh, I want to end. And then I pretend to not be like retarded for 5 seconds, and that's the red thing, and he's like, oh, wait a minute, and then I pull the thing away, and it's like, nah, I'm actually still retarded, but then I bring him back again.
Here's a News Nation. This is a quick little couple minute video, but I always like when the real news covers the same shit that we talk about. I like to see how they frame it after we've already talked about it. It's kind of interesting. But here is News Nation talking about the 10th missing scientist that was uncovered today.
Gone that far to make connections. I'm joined by somebody who has been tracking every one of these stories, connecting the dots herself, asking the questions that others aren't. Los Angeles Magazine contributor Lauren Conlin. Great to see you again. Not wearing an alien dress. Totally fine.
Not tonight.
Who is this guy, Garcia?
Steven Garcia, man, Jesse, this one is chilling to me because, as you said, it echoes Neil McCaslin's disappearance right down to the
the same thing.
The same thing, the state of New Mexico. So Steven Garcia, I mean, he had a top security clearance at KCNSC.
Is that per a source, though? A source said that.
This is per a source.
Okay.
Yes, per a source that was close to Garcia. But look, where he worked at KCNSC, I mean, they manufacture 80% of non-nuclear components that go into building military nuclear weapons. And I mean, he oversaw tens of millions of dollars of assets, equipment, some classified, some not. I mean, we don't know what was going on in this guy's head, right? The officials had said that he may have been a danger to himself. He was seen carrying a gun. And it sounds crazy, but between Garcia and General McCaslin, I have to wonder, and again, I know this sounds crazy, but it could be an option here. I mean, is the government doing this? Are they taking out their own people because of XYZ? And wait, I want to point something else out to you, Jesse.
I don't even want to
literally, I'm on a roll.
I'm
on a roll. But tomorrow, April 14th, that is when Rep. Anna Luna gave Pete Hegseth this deadline. She requested 46 UAP videos, and look, there's a good reason behind it. I mean, these videos she detailed in this filing, and they say, you know, Iran, XYZ date, you know, 2022,
So
Syria, XYZ date,
away.
shaped like a cigar. You know,
Gotta kill the gays.
this is a matter of national security, and this is important because in real time, we don't know what's in the sky. We don't know if this is some kind of, you know, a UAP. We don't know if it's a drone. We don't know enough.
Are you getting any official word from authorities, investigators that are maybe trying to link these 10 episodes? Are they all disconnected? They're saying you can't make a connection because, again, I mean, you think you laid it out very well. There are eerie similarities.
Of course there are. You're absolutely right. And I've reached out to Rep. Burleson's office, Rep. Burchett's office, and I did hear back from Burleson's office last week. And look, they said, you know, they haven't heard directly from the White House and they haven't brought up General McCaslin's disappearance at all. They were being very safe with me, I want to say. Rep. Burchett's office didn't respond to me at all. But Burchett just said, I forget what show he was on, but he just said he talked to, quote, folks at the White House about this and that President Trump is about to do some disrupting. I just don't believe it. Obama tried to release these UFO files. Clinton tried to release them. Nothing happened. I get it. People, but what's so different? I mean,
there has been a lot of questions about, did they get any call? Did they get any messages? Because just to leave the house, allegedly armed, in such a strange way. I mean, even with McCaslin, there was there's an allegation that he didn't want to be found. And anything about what they were up to in the days, weeks, hours before?
So there is nothing public, and I mean, I am digging right now.
Yeah.
It's tough. You want to reach out to family members, you want to reach out to friends, but you want to do it in a way that's not so invasive. I mean, their family members are missing. This is very serious. And I saw a Facebook post, Steven Garcia's,
Hello?
I think it was his niece, who was like, "Has anyone seen my uncle?" Just
My
begging,
microphone's switched.
pleading.
Hold
And so
on.
you really have to think about the protections for whistleblowers as well.
100%.
There's so much that needs to be said, and it's
hello.
It's terrible.
You might not know the answer to this. Did they know each other? Did any of these people know each other, work together in the same Venn diagram? I mentioned New Mexico together, but...
Right. Well, we discussed last week, we discussed Monica Reza, who worked alongside or underneath Neil McCaslin, and they both were stationed at Wright-Patterson. So there is a connection there. I haven't made connections between any of the others just yet. I do know that it is interesting. Carl Grillmayer, I've been looking into his death, the Caltech astrophysicist. I did notice some neighbors.
Amber's been bugging you.
Well, did she not realize when I said I was going to the bathroom, I was going to walk away from the computer, and it was probably a bad time to start sending me messages?
No, because she's retarded. Yeah. And then, anyways, my response to her, you can read what she said, but I'm going to read what I wrote first.
This is relevant to UFOs.
Yes, she's talking about Artemis, and then I responded, "No, he was too busy buried in my bussy, you harlot. Leave his hole alone for once."
Interesting.
And then the message didn't go through, but you can read what she said now.
Anyway, why am I doing this? Anyways, Crack, have you heard anything about? Just wanted to know your. I think people are just assuming because they saw the emergency vehicles separating from the spaceship, they're saying the astronauts were on them. Is that the question, or like
she's asking you about the theory of them zip lining out of the Artemis?
I've never.
Or before takeoff. Before takeoff.
Oh my God. Amber, we went in a spaceship, in a capsule, in a rocket.
That's too hard.
Into space.
They didn't do that. That's too hard.
And then we went around the moon, and then they came back and they splashed into the ocean, and I watched them come from space, land in the ocean, deploying 5 parachutes. And then they came down, and then I watched, without clipping away, the Navy recovery teams go up and crack the hatch open to the capsule and pull all of them out.
I mean, I still don't believe it, but that's.
Oh, you don't think we went up there?
I mean, it's not that I don't think that. I just always have a very, I'm really 50-50 with space shit. Because I believe we have anti-gravitics.
We went to the moon. We are fully capable of going to the moon again, as we just showed. I was thinking the other day, is they literally didn't change anything from the Apollo missions. It's the exact same tech.
And guess
because
why?
we know how to do it.
Because it's a waste.
The interior shit is all different technology, obviously, but the capsule itself is the same shape. The way that they like
UFO their way up there. Why do we have to waste all this fuel?
That's a stupid question, Faded Bones.
I know, but that's I mean, it's stupid that we did it. That's my point. Is that it's retarded. We can just go fly
we have
to
placate. We have to just. I mean,
I know that.
That's a different society you're talking about. We don't live in that society. So the society that everybody lives in also wants to go to space. So we have to go to space with our caveman technology.
They've already been there, and they've been there forever, and it's like,
Right. We have to feel smart too, guys. The society that we all live in, not that super sophisticated society that definitely exists.
Not real life.
Yeah, not real life. Our real life. Well, reality is what you make of it. Reality is where you live.
Reality is Rothschild.
It's like those people on TikTok who live every day like it's 1920. Like they get up and all the stuff in their houses from the 1920s, and all their clothes are hand sewn or bought from thrift shops. And they just live in 1920, and then they go outside and some guy's playing basketball in his driveway. You know what I mean? That's where we live. We live in the 1920s TikTok world. And there's a secret society that has anti-gravitic tech and cancer healing booths and pods, and they live for 600 years.
Parasites.
Right. Well, they give us cancer so they can make money and move around it. They come down. Well, so I like to think of the world that we live in. The real world is actually just like Disneyland for them. And they have to have fun bucks to play around. Like you want to have like if it's like a GTA cheat code, you just give yourself $40 billion in GTA and then you can go anywhere in the server and buy all the cars and stuff. And that's what they're doing essentially. But in order to do that, they have to like make up a fake business. And one of those is like they give everybody cancer or AIDS or whatever, you know.
So you're
like
saying
the CIA creates HIV and spreads it in the gay community or sells crack to black people. And it's all just like a money-making scheme for these rich people to play around in the PvP server that is the one that we live in. You know, meanwhile, that money that they make off us doesn't mean shit to them because they go back and they zip around in their UFOs, you know.
It's never about money, ever. When they do it, when it's shit that they do,
like,
it is ever. Like some guy along in the deal might be getting some money because some guy along in the deal is like a human.
Oh, you're one of these guys. Hold on, Faded Bones. No 4K video of Earth from space, only fake images of Earth. So if I showed you a 4K video of Earth from space, you're just going to tell me it's fake. So how could I ever prove anything to you? It's just everything is fake and gay.
Me and
is
this
the
guy
Earth flat or round, buddy?
Dude,
Ultra
me
TC.
and this guy could go around the Earth and we could go up into space and we would still be like, it's flat.
You'd be like, it's fucking fake and gay. Yeah.
We would still, you could show us.
I know.
Like,
I know. So it's not even worth arguing, right?
Because Crackadona, I'm creative and I can imagine the things that are possible. If you really, 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 really wanted to lie to somebody and you had a lot of time and you had a good way to do it, you could probably do it really good and on a really large scale, like a cosmic planetary scale, and like fake things that aren't even anyway. But I mean, that's what's possible. I don't think that's what it is. I'm not, oh my God, but I think it could be. If God came down and told me like, oh, everything's fake and gay, I would be like, okay. Like my world wouldn't be shattered at all. I would not be like surprised.
I'm
like
the same way as you. Although I'm not like just so dismissive about everything though. Like where like I'm still open to the possibility that like a lot more of the reality that we do live in is actually the truth. I'm open to it also being that. Like, but there's also so much of it is secretively being hid from us that you tend to lean more towards like, oh man, this is all a fucking lie, right? But we're in reality, it's probably a gray area mix somewhere in between.
It's overwhelmingly complicated.
I think one of those areas that people get fucked up on is the space thing, right? And like,
well,
space is really not that like it's difficult on paper and like at the time when we first started doing it, it was super difficult, but it was something that we like, it was literally the hardest thing that we could do. But because we fucking put all of our effort into it, all of our, you know, smartest people and all of Hitler's smartest people and, you know, like all the titans of industry came together and America as a whole, like came together. Now it's like, it's been studied for so long, the space program, the Apollo missions and everything leading up to it, that like the people who are in rocketry right now, they've spent all of their years learning all of the ins and outs of how we went to the moon before. So by the time they graduate, like their baseline knowledge is knowing how to go to the moon, you know, and then the technology is advanced 50 years. So like a lot of the stuff that was very technical, like doing the math of like trajectories and like, you know, like having like, we didn't, guess what guys, we have computers to do what it took 8 black women to get us to the moon through mathematics last time. We didn't need to rely on 8 black women to get us to the moon through their mathematical superpowers like last time. Okay.
That movie sucks. And you know,
Hidden Figures is one of my favorite truths. Okay.
I saw that movie with my, you remember me talking about like the black family, the black church family? I saw it with them. And
okay.
The fucking,
were they hooting and hollering?
No, they were no.
Hell
they were nice
yeah,
people.
you go, girl.
They were nice people, but they were also black. So I mean, a movie about like, you know. Anyway,
Amber, it's my fucking podcast where I give my opinion. Imagine going to anyone else's podcast with their fucking name on it and getting mad that they give their opinion. What are you such a know-it-all? Giving your opinion all the goddamn time? Don't make me cut the fucking bacon off your back, you pig.
Stop giving her attention.
I didn't mean that, Amber.
I've learned that, dude, Crackadona, I was blackout drunk the other day. Shocker. And for like hours, probably, I would say 2 hours, an hour and a half, me and like 3 other guys were just shitting and ragging on Amber the whole time. That was like
it's fun.
Stupid. And then she likes it. And then I realized the next day how stupid I was for that. I was like,
we fed into it.
A retarded nog.
Amber is a emotional vampire, and some of those emotions are abuse, and she feeds on it.
She's one of the energy
like
vampires.
Jimnick. Remember when Jimnick, when you used to fucking say the most horrible shit to Jimnick, and she would like sit there with like a little creepy smile on her face, like she likes it. She likes it. It's fucking
Crackadona,
weird.
all the men in her life have never beat her properly. She's gotten bruised and abused, but she's never gotten hit before. Nobody's ever really given it to her in the face.
Anyone surprised that Amber's eating currently, by the way? Anyways, missing scientists.
Neighbors in the area, and he lives in a very remote
Space
area.
is real,
they also
guys.
worked
Get
in
your head out of the
aerospace
fucking
research,
clouds.
which again, I
there.
wish I had all day to
In a
focus on
tin
this story,
can.
Jesse. I really do.
I'm going to say really quick.
But I'll get there. I will.
It's
I will
not
get
going anywhere.
True or false, Crackadona?
True or false? True or false? Don't fucking do that here. Don't do that here. Don't do that monkey shit here.
Did they
am I right or am I wrong?
Did they say officially that
what
we guys listen? We went to the moon, but some of the film got damaged a little bit, and we had to fake it a little bit. But
I think that's entirely possible. Do I think the government's ever going to admit to it?
Did they actually say that?
No, that's my theory. It's my theory in that I am willing to believe, I'm always open to like whatever theory. I don't think that if they faked moon landing footage, it discounts that we went to the moon. I don't think people are capable of being that nuanced in their conspiracy theories, and that's the problem. People go, "Oh, they faked it. Everything's fake." Well, what about the fucking giant rocket that shot off into the sky that millions of people helped build? You know what I mean?
Understand that. I'm asking you, did they really say that or not? Have they ever come out and said, well, actually,
no, they have never admitted it. Okay. But there is pictures of apparently, like, I don't know if they're real or not. Of course they can. Well, there's pictures of Kubrick on a set in Hollywood somewhere where it's the lunar lander, and guess who's there in the background of the pictures? Jolly West. Do you know who Jolly West is?
Some fictional Jewish character?
No, dude, he's the fucking archetypical spook. He's behind every fucking dude. Kennedy. He did MK Ultra. He was the the guy who put MK Ultra together. He was the CIA's like fixer guy. He was the guy
Mengele, basically.
But yeah, why would fucking Jolly West be hanging out with Kubrick? You know what I mean? Like, of course, if there's any truth to it.
Crazy. I mean, I don't know way back then. That's pretty far back, but you know, we've talked about this before. They've had AI for a long time, and I look at certain clips from movies, and I don't know if
disagree,
they're like
Ultra
AI enhanced, or I'll look at it and it's like the way that effect, it doesn't just look like a blend effect or whatever. There's sometimes like something in older movies just kind of looks like AI in just a weird way, but I probably just don't understand the technology being used. But
it's not going anywhere. It's being amplified again and again and again.
For sure,
it's so strange on so many different levels. I know you're going to stay on top of it.
Visual AI,
great to see you. Thanks for giving us some insight.
Thank you so much, Jesse.
You got it.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and
let's
I'm glad that we had 3 seconds left of that.
I know.
Look at his
Thank
eyes,
you for
dude.
making me pause that. It's fucking Fredo. Yeah,
that motherfucker.
Fredo.
he hit the blinker right before he had to take this thing. And look at how glassy his eyes are. Could he make it less obvious? I mean, look at it. Look at his eyes cracking on. It's like he put lemon juice in his fucking eyes.
Hold on.
You could pretend to just say yes. And you say, I gotta just.
Yeah, I'm reading something right now. I'm trying to fucking get the next. Yes. Okay. Wow. Amazing. Thank you.
And then we're done. See, that's all you had to say. That's, dude. I'm so easy to please. It's retarded. You
Dude,
just
the
gotta
Jolly
be like,
West
"Oh."
rabbit hole is insane. And I can't believe we've never talked about it before.
That's yeah, I guess not.
Dude, he killed an elephant for the CIA. Like,
What is he
it's just-
fucking Thomas Edison? Proving
dude,
a point?
he's evil. He's like,
Oh no,
dude,
Oh, no.
like all of the fucking terrible things that have happened to us as a society, like governmental nationwide experiments
Like
on
psyop
like
shit. He's like, what if we just
psyop
let him-
shit, like
what if we
it
put lead in
all
the water?
comes from him. Like
And like,
it's
what if
all right.
we? He's like,
And
I have an idea.
this nigga's name is Jolly.
That's like a Jewish like ritual thing. That's like a weird like fuck demonic thing. But dude, he's like, what if we had a group of psionics constantly tortured, and they were emitting a signal out
I see
to
what
the
you're saying.
world to
Okay, that'll
constantly
work.
bang tag
Yeah,
everyone
we
to
plot
death.
this out way ahead of time.
And they're constant. So like you torture a group of psionics, like you get a bunch of psionics in a group, and you fucking
The
like,
Joe Rogan
acid,
experience.
like
This-
MK
this
Ultra
story's
torture them
crazy.
To only
Yeah.
emit
It's crazy,
a certain
and I think it's
signal,
also-
and they're like mind signal emitting like all the time. And I'm just
I didn't catch any of that because I was thinking.
imagine torturing a psionic person in an MK Ultra way, like you're like giving them acid and you're like making them think like you're saying
That's
a
what they
certain
do.
word
They
over again.
Faded
1,000
Bones. They
times
got
type shit.
they got. This is not even like a conspiracy theory. This is like in the papers, like in CIA documents. They fucking picked up sailors, like military people,
gay people
on leave, and got them hookers, and they put them in a hotel room, and the hookers drugged all of these sailors with LSD and like locked them up in
unbelievable.
there to like try and see like what they could like elicit out of them on LSD. That's MK Ultra. That was
Yeah,
one of
and then all
MK
the
Ultra
sailors were like, "Oh, I'm just a sailor. I don't know what you think. I don't know what you were thinking you were
Dude,
gonna
doing
get."
mass LSD experiments on fucking
sailors?
your own, on citizens, on American citizens. It was
No,
done
but
by
no,
our
specifically
government.
Sailors. That's a recipe.
Whatever, Marines, whatever they were, enlisted
that's
people,
different.
like on
That's
leave. No, they weren't. It wasn't on a military base, and they were doing it. They were fucking whatever. Dude, just shut the fuck up. There's
the point
100
that
stories like that. We're gonna learn about Jolly West a little bit here. Why don't we get? Let me get in one
a really
story
important
about
part
it.
of human history. Imagine if the whistleblower
Christ's
had
sake.
not come forward and we didn't know about MK Ultra and all those documents.
Oh, this is another one. Jack Ruby. You know who Jack Ruby is? Jack Ruby shot. He shot the guy who shot Kennedy, right? So the guy who shot Kennedy was a patsy. What's his fucking name? Lee Harvey Oswald. Lee Harvey Oswald shot Kennedy. They frame him for it. He's like being pulled out in front of the press, and he's going, "I'm a patsy." Like they're fucking framing me. Jack Ruby, this idiot who got fucking brainwashed by the CIA. He was like he thought of himself as like a low level, like he used to, hey guys, like hang around with the mob, and he owned a strip club and shit. And the Jolly West and the MK Ultra were like, this guy's the perfect rube to fucking like massage his brain into becoming a shooter. They had him go and fucking shoot Lee Harvey Oswald. Like they had another fucking patsy shoot the patsy to keep you from fucking finding out that it was our government that killed the president. You know what I mean?
With psionics, they blew that nigga's head up, and they
No,
said,
they
"Blow his
used-
head up,
dude.
blow his head up," and they blew his head up.
Do you know
Like
about?
it wasn't a bullet or nothing.
Do you know about like magic words and shit? Like that shit is real. Like not like Merlin shit.
No, well, think about
Like
the alien technology. They just write shit on a thing, and boom, there you go.
There's
yeah, magic is real, nigga.
That's like 10 levels advanced. I'm talking.
I mean, that's
about,
magic,
like,
though.
I'm
it's the
talking
same
about like
principle.
Masonic symbolic
think about what that even means
words.
really quick. You say a word, you vibrate the air in a certain way. Does magic work if you're in a vacuum? Yeah. Does it have to be anyway? You speak a word which is vibrating the air, and then something intrinsic to the universe activates.
It is all vibrations, yes. But
so yeah,
the
that's
type of magic
wild.
that I'm talking about, like numerical magic, lying is magic to these people, right? Like forms of lying.
Well, now you're conflating real magic with Jewish magic, and that's not the same thing.
No, it's an ancient form of magic. Trust me, it's a fucking deep dude. I've been listening to like a podcast about it, and it's fucking. You know who talks about it a lot is fucking Kurt Metzger. Kurt Metzger talks about this. When like they, it's really hard to like explain. I mean, if it was easy, everybody would do it. But
well, is it just like how Jews lie and they get away with it, kind of thing? And like, what do you?
That's
like,
an aspect of it.
I kind of get that. I've heard of that before, and I think I understand what you're saying too.
Well, like okay, a lot of like patriotism is like a weird kind of like psyop. It's more like a psyop, but it's magic. Like, and it's not like the term psyop. Yeah, you're making that face, but what you don't know. Like, okay, like that psyop shit is just magic. That's what these people consider magic, like these fucking stonemasons and shit. Like these like like these 33-degree like temple. Like this is shit they've been doing for hundreds of years.
I understand,
and it's been
that.
written down like how to psyop and it's
there's a difference
like
between like techniques that work on people and like things that are like magic.
But if you think about it, it's
the same
not
thing.
really. It's all.
No, because the thing that you were saying before is like uttering a word and then like a code is activated.
All right, we'll get into it after this. Let's stay on course with fucking Jack Ruby for a second. I'm explaining it poorly. It is magic, and not like in the Merlin bibbity bobbity boo aspect of it. It is a form of magic. It's like a dark magic.
They didn't find the warehouse where the documents were.
Right.
Just imagine.
Oh yeah, we never would have known about
lost.
Shut up.
Like Kaiser say.
Nobody in the program has ever come out and talked about it. I mean, I went
saw
to a couple
Neo
of guys who are
pod
still
last
alive,
night,
wouldn't talk to me.
by the way.
Of course.
I mean, they always fall back on,
Aaron.
we sign an oath with the agency.
Right.
If we talk to you without permission and they're not going to give us permission, we could go to prison.
Just imagine what life must have been like for them, knowing that this is what they were doing to people.
Oh yeah,
that's such a strange way to. These people are agents for the federal government. I mean, what kind of precedent does this establish?
Well, most of the people doing the research were subcontracted researchers.
By the way,
medical personnel at prisons, and in the case of Jolly West, he was first in the Air Force, and then he was in university settings. And Jolly was, once he got to the University of Oklahoma, he was experimenting on patients. And in one of his letters to Gottlieb asking for more funding, he's saying working with psychiatric patients actually benefits us because people can't. I'm not quoting directly here, but he was making the argument that their weird behavior wouldn't be noticed by anybody at the hospitals because they're psychiatric patients. So these people are getting LSD, which is a pretty powerful drug, and other drugs he was using. And he was hypnotizing them in many of his experiments without their knowledge, and they're psychiatric patients. I mean, it's worse than Nazis. Your mind is, the next most important thing besides your soul, and they're tampering with it. One of Jolly's colleagues, the guy who actually took over the department when Jolly in '69 came out to UCLA from Oklahoma, said to me, because I would do this with people, I would show them all the documents. And he said Wes was one of his best friends. He'd known him for, I think, 45 years when Wes died in '99. But he said to me, Jolly, it doesn't surprise me that he would have done this. This is the Jack Ruby stuff, which I guess you haven't gotten to yet. Jolly was Jack Ruby's psychiatrist.
Oh, Jesus.
It's a whole...
That makes sense too, right?
Yeah. Actually, I won't spoil it for you.
Did you see the photo of Jack Ruby out in the hallway?
I did. I was impressed. Yeah. Well, You're going to get to about 30 or 40 pages on Jack Ruby and Jolly West. I don't want to spoil it for you or for the listeners if they haven't read the book yet, but Jolly West inserted himself into the Ruby case after Ruby was convicted of shooting and killing Oswald in the spring of '64. Before he was going to testify to the Warren Commission, he had never testified at his trial about why he killed Oswald. His defense argument was that he had epilepsy and he had had an epileptic fit and shot him and was amnesic of the shooting.
Holy shit!
That wasn't
that fits right into the narrative. Like a key.
I swear, I got a finger twitch and then I forgot about it.
Out towards your face.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right.
So
you're getting to this.
Yeah, move. So West inserts himself into the case, gets a sign through his connections to Ruby's new lawyer, Hubert Winston Smith, who's a whole other kettle of fish. But anyway, goes to the Dallas County Jail in, I think it was April of '64, to examine Ruby in preparation for not the Warren Commission testimony, which he was giving in a couple of months, but for his next trial, because he had gotten an appeal for a psychiatric review. And West, who had told Sidney Gottlieb in these early letters from the 50s that part of his experiments were inducing insanity in a person without their awareness. West goes to examine Ruby, emerges from the county jail, and there's press waiting for him. And he announces that within the preceding 48 hours, Ruby had a psychotic break that was irrevocable.
You know what I think it's called?
Return
it's
to
called
sanity.
Chaos magic.
He had audio and visual hallucinations.
You know who
during the
talks about
exam.
that?
He said Ruby hid under a table because he thought there were
That
people in the room
surfer
trying
nigga,
to kill
that
him.
one guy,
Told
surfer
West
guy.
that he could hear.
Yes, he does touch on that shit, dude.
He talks about
that shit is
all
real.
the time. That's like his
Remember when
shit.
he was talking about his dad said that they had to like sacrifice him, like his son to him and shit to make it
his
famous.
dad is like
It's
a
that
music
exactly.
producer.
It's
His
that
dad's
shit.
like a music producer guy or whatever. He's
Yeah.
like in the music industry. And
This guy's boring. Fuck him.
one day, you know, the kid is like 19 or whatever. His dad's like, all right, let's go to Denny's. Takes his kid to Denny's. He's like, hey, are you chilling? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, let me tell you some crazy shit. And he's like, okay. When you were younger, I had this witch-like woman come up to me and tell me that I needed to sacrifice you in order to still be in the music business and be successful. And then I said no. And then, like, as he's explaining this to him, the power in the Denny's goes off. The Denny's goes pitch black in like the middle of the night. And then the power turns back on. And then his dad is like, shit. I guess I shouldn't be talking to you about that. But
dude, do you remember The Amazing Atheist?
Sure.
Remember, like, is this him?
Forever ago?
Dude, I typed in chaos magic and all these fucking magic kook
Let's see.
channels showed up. Is this what
got
he's
a very
doing
specific
now?
Look. He looks very
I think this is him, dude, and I think he's like into magic now. in
he's
his
got
new
like
channel.
short blonde hair.
He's got almost
got
a million subscribers, dude.
Yeah, it's
Holy
probably
shit,
him.
this has got to be him. Holy fuck.
Go
Is
to
this what he's
old
been up
videos.
to?
Go to
no,
old.
I know what he looks like. This is fucking him, dude.
Well,
Look
go,
at
I mean,
this.
go to oldest videos. I mean, just
That's for sure him. Into the Fray, almost a million subscribers. Let me hear his voice.
Some have raised objections. Why you object to what I believe? No idea. But
That is him. Dude, he got his like career ended when the whole like feminism debating of like the early 2000s like ended, and then like there was a picture, like a video of him leaked fucking himself with a dildo or something, and then he just kind of faded away. This is what he's been doing. He's been doing like chaos magic videos. He like
thank God
shifted
nothing
lane
like that has been released of me.
yet. I have it on my phone.
I know. I give people blackmail videos. so that they release. It's part of my kink is them releasing it for blackmail. It's please don't release.
I don't know.
It.
You know what? Why don't we do this tonight? Why don't we do this for a change?
Why don't we do this? We watch a Badlands Chugs video on Crackadona's pal, and then he kills himself and starts drinking again.
No. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna do this.
Something much less exciting.
Yes, very much less exciting. We're gonna do. Where is everybody? We're gonna do this. All right, I'm gonna drop the link. If anybody wants to join, feel free. We're gonna do an open panel.
I'm gonna give it to Drewski Brewski.
Yeah, get Drewski over here if he wants to. We'll just totally burn this thing down to the ground. I would appreciate if we could stay on one of the topics that we talked about tonight, but I don't see that happening, and I'm okay with it.
I'm going to call this nigger and tell him to come over here because there's no way I'm.
You know what? Maybe I'm just going to end.
I'm sorry. That one slipped out. That one was natural. I'm sorry. That one was not hateful. That was like a friendly one. I'm sorry. Don't freak out about that.
Dude, he's going to come on here and just start fucking like spazzing out. I'm not going to.
You're going to open up the link and Amber's going to join up if we're lucky, and then nobody else. So, I mean, listen, if you're like want to wind down.
Talking to Amber.
Do you have stuff you want to talk about still?
I mean, there's always stuff to talk about.
All right, we can just still talk about stuff then. I don't need to bring the ogre over.
Not with Drewski, we can't.
Well, that's what I'm before I fucking call the Lord of the Rings ogre to fucking bash the walls open with his fucking head. You know, can't just call him the nuclear bomb willy-nilly. I plan on joining in a bit, she says.
I suppose I was just all right. Yeah, I'll be done by then. That's fine.
By the time Amber wants to join, I'll be done by then. By the time you want to join up,
we'll watch something and then we'll, if anybody wants to join. We are going to watch. We're gonna watch a little Metzger shit here. See if I love him so much, dude. I don't know why you're not like you need to be on and listening to what Kurt Metzger is saying. I've been a fan of his like comedy for fucking 30 years. Oh, he's talking to Drewski Brewski, which is more important than the podcast he's on.
Let's remind everyone was from Jews that got fucking killed in the Holocaust. So I didn't want to call it that.
He's not even subscribed to my channel,
and it's a law. That's called MK Monarch, assholes. Does everybody not get what I'm talking about? Trauma. It programs you. There's certain shit that I have an aversion to that because of trauma, you know? Like a woman's vagina. I find it disgusting, Julian. You know?
All right, Nick Fuentes.
I think first of all, we need to save the white race, but how when vagina is disgusting? You know? Sooner or later. And then they go bad after they're 15. I'm just saying Groiper shit. His followers, by the way, a bunch of people. It's very
it's wild.
It's very Andrew Tate. I'm a Muslim, yet I have a tech company in Israel talk. Like human trafficking and a lot of like they got to be young or they're worthless. Like real crazy shit that. I don't know how this little fuck has ever been on anything talking to anybody.
I don't understand what he believes. Like
that's the point, isn't it? That's the point. Yo, Kino Casino, shout out to Kino Casino and fucking
Kino Casino.
Kino.
Wait, you didn't have to put that in chat.
K-I-N-O.
Operation Kino.
Nobody
Kino
was
Casino,
like really excited.
Their coverage is great of all these. Okay, also. Kiwi Farms, that dude from Kiwi Farms has documented all these fucked up people to a point that you can't believe. And the connections between shit that Kiwi Farm people have picked up on.
Oh, masonry.
So imagine spurgs that are telling on the other spurgs that are furries and pedos. The zealousness
between the lines
of loving like a model train of these fucking high functioning. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, anyway, the point is this. Good intel. That's why Kiwi Farms, they were trying to destroy it. I'll bet you if I talk to journalist friends I have, they're like, isn't that a cyber bully site or some dumb shit that they didn't look into? And these are people that I think are good at their job. Why would they have looked into this shit? But if you look at everything, you'll find out crazy connections, you know? I want to find... I want to find out Mr. Beast's weird story of I don't know if it's Rockefeller.
Does anybody else find
Somebody's got
Mr.
a great
Beast's
story about Mr.
teeth
Beast.
unsettling?
They're
they're disturbing.
He just
yeah,
joined,
he's a creepy guy.
He joined like the board of something that includes money that's back from Rockefeller or whatever. So now people are saying like
it's relevant. There's a Kurt Metzger thing with Sam Hyde from like 2 years ago.
Not that long.
No. He re-uploaded that because Kurt has become relevant recently, but that was like from like 2024
Kurt's always
or
been
something.
relevant. To
I know, but I understand. But they did a PGL like 2 years ago, and it's just like I didn't even remember that until they reposted it. And I was like, oh shit, yeah, I guess they did. And
yeah, I don't really like him at all either. Anybody who spends all of their time raising money for like Africa and shit, I think is some secret like Christian weirdo. You know what I mean? Like super like religious Christians creep me out. Like there's that's why I'm a Catholic. I've always like we just like it's all like Catholics seem more like grounded to me, whereas like Christians are like they take the Bible like super literally. And that's not to say that like some of the things in the Bible are meant to be like taken literally, but I mean like they interpret it in their own way, and then they make it like they want you to live by it regardless if you want to or not. And like if they had their way, they would. And they are have you seen the bitch who is Trump's religious advisor? She's exactly what I'm talking about. It's like fucking creepy Christian, dude.
Not
like,
Pam Bondi.
No, she's gone. But she had nothing to do with religion. Pam Bondi was the attorney general. But here, I'll show. Well, after this clip, actually, I don't even want to talk about it. It creeps me out. Those people scare me too. Like, because those people will have you like even like. Me and you like are people who watch this who like sort of agree with us or on the same spectrum as us politically, however you want to call it. It wouldn't be enough for them. Like we would be like an enemy to them. You know what I mean? Like it's
religion is
I don't
one
know,
of the
like
easiest ways to control people.
Yeah, and that's like people like the Bible Belt kind of like people like they fucking. It's a cult. It's what it is. It's a cult.
Well, if
Susan Wiles, is that her name?
Nothing good.
She's fucking super
There's nothing
creepy.
coming out of the Rockefellers that isn't.
I mean, she's kind of hot, but she's
evil
like
unleashed upon this earth.
You know what I'm starting to realize though, Kurt? The
around
Rockefellers and places like that have
calling
money
you
in tons
again?
of places I never previously would have even thought to look that they
Yeah,
have
of
money.
course. Why would you know to look at that?
Right.
And you didn't you work in like kind of like some Wall Street shit? What'd you tell me?
I worked in the private bank at Merrill Lynch.
Okay, so you wouldn't even know about it as a guy that's in the industry of banking at some point would not know about it. People that should know about shit, they don't because they've been compartmentalized by
completely.
You're
He's
supposed
talking
to
about the
focus on your
magic right
job
now.
and stay in your
It's
lane.
MAGICK.
Yeah,
by
so
the way.
it's if you still believe in this shit, you're a fucking Disney adult. That's what I think of you. You're a Disney adult. If you
Disney
still
adult.
believe in the whole system. D.L. Hughley, who used to be the guy who sounded smart on Bill Maher, is now a Disney adult. Bill Maher's a fucktard adult. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what they got on him, but he is a moron now. And he used to be better.
Why do you say he's a moron now?
Every single thing that comes out of his fucking dumb shit mouth. Oh, wow, that's easy. Every stupid fucking. He talks like Bibi Netanyahu on the phone and shit. So
He does have a real sore spot for Israel.
Yeah, dude, listen, it ain't a political difference of fucking opinion. The definition of genocide, let's remind everyone, was from Jews that got fucking killed in the Holocaust. So I didn't want to call it that. They called it that, and it's a law. That's why their guys wanted by the ICC. You know the one we like when it doesn't like Putin, but
why doesn't his video get taken down?
Yeah, that's why. Oh, why can't we know if Netanyahu's dead or not? And why are they putting
They have
out
a
fake AIs
non-Pajit
where it looks like
connected
he's
YouTube.
Oh, because he's wanted
The one guy.
Yeah.
The one.
Fuck that guy's whole family, except his brother who had the balls to stay in Israel. I guess he's better than him, but fuck his pig wife too. What scum? Dude, it's like You saw Inglorious Bastards. Remember the callous inhumanity towards the Nazis that felt pretty justified as you watch the movie?
Yeah.
Well, that's what these people are. You assholes taught me about how bad the Nazis were.
I don't know what that is.
And so if you act like Ashkenazis, I'm going to notice it now because I went to your indoctrination. Just like when I went to my own thing, a Jehovah's Witness, when they go against their own thing, it makes me very mad.
Yeah.
Fuck you. If you don't, like, it's not my fault. That
Fuck you.
What?
I did it at the same time.
Oh.
I mean, it doesn't matter. This is a good one right here. Look at this nigga.
Holy shit, that one on the right. Dude, that totally looks like him. Holy fuck.
I'm Mr. Beast.
Combination ticket. Yeah, dude. This guy loves digging holes for Africans. And it's like he's sinking all that millions of dollars over there to like make wells for them. They need to figure it out for themselves at this point, right?
Oh, dude,
like
that's what I was gonna say. I hate to listen. I'll just say this as plainly as possible. You give a bunch of African people money, they're not gonna do anything with it. You give them a bunch of food,
like an old
a
Bible
bunch of water.
parable.
It does.
Teach a man to fish. You eat for a lifetime, right? Like that whole thing. You give a man a fish, he eats for a day.
The reason they took the Book of Enoch out is because it explains how God made certain men different than others and certain men lesser than others.
Oh, I know.
By the color of their skin.
Let's not get too deep into it.
It's
Save
your
that for
fault.
your podcast.
It's Trump's fault for being a bitch. It's not your fault for not being loyal. Everybody better stop saluting the flag because you're a dumb fuck if you still do it.
They
You're
already
dumb
are, bro.
Dude, you get all. First of all, let's watch.
There's
this
a white
fucking-
genocide
look at these
going
dead
on
eyes.
in Africa, by the way.
Look at
that
this
nobody's
fucking
talking about. That's
smile of just showing your teeth and then eyes with no fucking soul in there. Look at that. Nobody's home in there, dude. Look at his fucking face. Look at these smiles. Here, wait, let me do it.
I mean, it could just be an autism smile.
Yeah. Hey, I like to get expired prison food and give it to your fucking kids because my mother told me I'm the beast of Revelation. Now let's do some Squid Games.
Oh, no.
Now let's do some unsafe Squid Games. Yo, why is he still around? He should have been brought down by his freak fucking friend.
What? I haven't heard anything about that in a
It
couple
went
years
away.
now.
Kino Casino had it.
I don't go on Reddit out of
Kiwi Farms
principle.
had it.
Do you want to?
That's why those are the bad. Well, Kiwi Farms, really, not Kiwi.
Well, there's Crackadona. I'm glad that you asked.
I
So
remember
basically,
when
over
that
on Reddit,
came
there's
down there,
nothing
what
but
the
government
hell was
agents
his-
who
they're
are
into
all
Lolly.
inhabiting
Yeah, we know
one
it's all
base,
coming out of like one Air Force base in the military.
and it's
What was
small.
it?
It's not a lot of people.
No,
It's
no.
like
What
not
was
even
the Air Force base? It
20,000.
was like literally one of the UFO bases too. It was
find it in
something
like
like
2 seconds.
200,000 people, like IPs were like coming from one Air Force base, and they were all like on Reddit. It's like Reddit is just a CIA psyop. Same thing with like 4chan. 4chan came out, it was all Israeli. You know, like that was the big like ongoing joke on 4chan was like, okay, Jew or whatever the fuck they would say. And it turns out they were all like Israeli, like Mossad agents on 4chan. I think 4chan was probably created by the Mossad.
Eglin.
Isn't that in Eglin Air Force Base? That's right. Yeah. Wasn't that in the Epstein files that it was
Oh, not
somehow
only that.
that like Epstein created with Netanyahu, like 4chan,
Yes.
and that the other
Yes.
one I heard the other day was that you could like extrapolate from the Epstein files somehow. I didn't see like the paperwork exactly myself. I was listening to somebody talk. It might have been Kurt Metzger talking about it. That QAnon, you remember QAnon that like tricked all your boomer aunts and uncles into like you know, just like 2 more weeks, like this whole thing, like the with the insurrection and all that. That was a Jeffrey Epstein thing with fucking Steve Bannon. Steve Bannon and Jeffrey Epstein are QAnon. Wouldn't that be wild?
And guess
Eglin Air
what?
Force Base, yeah.
Guess what?
What's up?
You know who made Bitcoin? Jeffrey Epstein.
Jeffrey Epstein.
You know who was
Yeah.
one of the top mods on Reddit? Ghislaine Maxwell.
Right.
You know who made all of the textbooks that we all have to pay $1 million
Ghislaine
for?
Maxwell's
Her dad.
father, the ones that we all learned in school. Because that company, I for sure
Maxwell
know
Hill?
that was Maxwell Hill was for sure all of my my history, my science, my
it's
math.
everybody's fucking textbooks. Dude.
Yeah, from kindergarten all the way to high school was Ghislaine Maxwell's father, Mossad agent who was murdered on a boat by the government of Israel, allegedly. You know, I can't prove anything. Everything's fucked and everything sucks. I
You know
think
what
is a
lolly
song
is?
lyric.
Chris, I don't want to get it wrong, but the guy who then came out trans and had the whole thing, then it was
Faded
found
Bones.
that he was Chris Tyson. He was then
Chris
in a
Tyson,
bunch
my
of
bad.
old group. I don't even know how.
You know
old
what?
they were,
Jake Paul should have fought him instead of Mike Tyson. I bet it would have been better.
but he was grooming a bunch of kids. That guy.
I didn't know he was grooming them. Well, the point
Tim
is, they had
Dillon.
this fucking,
Tim Dillon said the other day that you know about the red heifer.
Yes.
He
The
said
sacrificial
that
Jewish
he said
thing.
that Logan Paul is the red heifer.
They say that
some
about a
other
lot
guy's
of
name,
people.
some other internet
Yeah.
freak.
Well, it
These
was a
people end up
joke.
being fucking,
But it might not
fucked
be.
up, like in ways you can't imagine. But he fucking I say fuck so much.
It's all right. You're in Jersey.
It's because of New Jersey. That's exactly what it is.
It rubs off.
Big J used to say that because we would just use fuck every other word.
Yeah.
So I went down to fucking fuck street and fucking you fucking idiot. I got
If
one
the
to smile
Jews and the
like Mr. Beast
Mossad
movie.
wrote the history books, does that mean
No,
they
that's
won
pretty
World
good.
War
Hold
II?
that one.
I would say,
yeah,
unequivocally, oh boy, did they win World War II. They won bigly, my friend.
That's because of
they,
us. But yes,
Mhm.
they were like, "Oy vey, America, please, please,
oh
please,
boy,
please."
when they got to pick up the pieces, boy, did they come out big time winners in the end. If you want to talk about it that way, like, yeah, Americans, my grandfather fought in World War II. Lots of other Americans from the Saving Private Ryan family lived 4 blocks away from me. Like literally like that, like big, like World War II, don't get me wrong. A lot of American heroes. We won that war with the Russians, by the way. Russians don't get enough credit for what they fucking did. But in the aftermath, the people
But
who
in reality-
who really won after it's all, like after all the fighting was done, big time winners. Yes,
I think
you
they
nailed it
killed
right on the
after
head.
the fact. They went in and they're like, okay. They
Oh,
killed
they just
more
were
German
positioned
Christians.
correctly.
No,
They were-
they killed more German Christians than any Jews ever been killed ever. They killed like millions.
Well, we don't need. Yeah, it's like even beside. I'm like even like the body counts aside. It's
No.
the rewriting. The
You didn't hear what I just said. After
Well, Christians died.
After like so the
Okay.
Jews were like freed or whatever, and they're like,
Brazilians.
oh, and then they went in and killed like a absolute, like an actual Holocaust number, like a lot number, and that doesn't even that's not even like the Russian one, like all like the 20 million people that died in like the gulags or whatever, like 20 million
Neckbone,
versus
you-
6 million. We never talk about that. It's like way
Neckbone,
more.
You think they paid people? They don't.
Well,
they don't have to pay
Think about it.
people.
Think about it. Who has the best life? Boomers. Who had it the easiest? Boomers.
Oh.
I mean, if you want to pay people, you keep them paid.
Okay.
And guess who doesn't have
all
to
right.
deal with that shit?
Pay in the
Boomers.
sense of like they just made it nice
Forever.
for one generation, and then once one generation has passed, then it's okay. Then it doesn't matter. Everybody else can live in misery. I got you. Kept them
Yep.
comfortable. Okay, I'm with you guys now. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. I'm with you. I fucks with you. Guys, hit that like and subscribe button. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Smile.
Trying to get to
I just
3K
sleep
where
with
it's
an old man in the
dangling in
bed.
front of me. God damn, 3K subscribers. We can't get there, guys. It's fucking
Trying to
only
make
like
Squid Games
20,
with my
like
friends
15,
Laguna.
20. I don't even know what I'm at right now.
My mom picked it out because we're satanic.
You ever ask
Why the fuck is he on anything making anything after that?
You ever ask Rogan?
2.99. Let me get the exact number.
Do you think they're close?
Not close, but you know.
I mean, friendly with him. He was on the show, and they were.
Whoa, we are.
I think I remember.
Dude, we are. Hold up. We're 3 subscribers away from 3K. Dude, we're at 2,999 subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, fucking subscribe right now. I'd appreciate it. It'd be great if we hit 3K tonight, but I'll probably have to do another one because, you know, it's always funny when I talk about hitting a subscriber milestone to unsubscribe for me. Guys, it never gets old.
He'll get to the bottom of it.
Oh, yeah, they got to. Oh, that's right. So Cash Patel, he wasn't hacked by Iran. Iran hacked Israel, and that got Israel's trove of Cash Patel.
Bro, I'm gassing myself out.
From Israel?
There must be a shit like about to come out of my asshole. It smells so bad in
jerk
here.
offs. We could never win a war against Iran.
I am
hope
fucking
I said it
for you people.
I think on here. I say it a lot. We haven't won a war in many years. Remember? Fuck phases?
Steve Hall, thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man.
Well, somebody wins. You don't win. You come home with your dick and your fucking hands blown off, or just you kill yourself.
3,000, we fucking did it. Hold up.
Fuckhead. Yo, the amount of suicides alone, and I'm watching some fucking.
Whoa,
it's one of the guys that's like less.
Whoa.
Like
There we go. Now I can hear. Guys, thank you so much for all the support. I really appreciate it, dude. We just hit fucking 3,000 subscribers. That's a huge milestone. 4K is next. I don't know if you guys knew that, but we could fucking for sure do it. We've been fucking, dude. I was like 1,500 subscribers, like a little less than a year ago, maybe.
Oh, dude, no, you hit 1,000 in like the first year, and then you were like, it's been stagnant.
It was stagnant. But I've gained over 1,000 subscribers in a very short amount of time. So we are fucking rocketing forward here, dude. Congrats on 3K. Thank you, Leafs on 6. I really appreciate all the support that you guys have thrown my way. Fucking 3K. We fucking did it. Hell yeah, dude. We all did it, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. What a huge milestone. Fucking 3K.
I see it on my screen. It says 3K right there.
Let's fucking go. We did it, gang. Who knew fucking talking about like UFOs and like conspiracies and like fucking how fucked up the world really is would get you 3K subscribers. I really appreciate it, guys. And
everybody
thank you,
else is more
for
popular
being
than
here as my my co-host
course.
every stream. I appreciate it.
Oh, of course, buddy. I would
Yeah,
be.
let's fucking go, guys. We did it. All right, let's get back to this video. Enough.
All right, anyway,
grandstanding.
enough celebrating. Back to being depressed. Anyway, everything's.
Oh, you know what? This calls for a celebratory.
Can we watch those short aliens? The one that one guy would be like, I found a new video of aliens, and it was that one video every time of like the Dominican midgets, and he's like, I found new alien life.
No.
Watch that.
I got a video. It's one I've played a bunch of times, but you know, I enjoy it. Just a little victory lap here. We're gonna play this guy. We're gonna have fun with this real quick. All right, guys. Thank you so much for 3K subs. I'm gonna run to the bathroom while this plays, and I hope you enjoy this. Thank you.
Epstein files? Hell yeah. Let's do it. Watch it go up. That's it. Gone forever. Good job, guys. I couldn't ask for better bitches. Thanks, BB.
Burning devotion, hide all the sins. Pizza parties buried, beef jerky wings. Hide all the names of the pedos involved. Two loyal Boy Scout Shabbos tasks to resolve. Surrender. Call it a Sunday and fed you a poop. Cower and hide, our hands are still tied, and we're shabos like the goy. Bluster and hype, no action inside. A guy who likes dong, shaped Donkey Kong, and we're shabos on my podcast, blowing hot air, rant about liberals, pretending I care. Trade up a sheet, the failure's complete. Herald and come off of the pedal will lead. Squat over my head, squeeze out a kipper. MK Ultra, no escape from the gripper. Chill in the office, this job is a bore. Fly to the gigs when my beard is on tour. Can't find my FBI patches, won't deplane till I've got 'em. Hockey party with the guys, like a real power bottom. Candace Owens. We talked a good game, but deliver jack shit. Same corrupt crew, flip switches for Jews, and we're shambles like the coin. FBI jet, got no regrets, corrupt as it gets. Dave is upset, and we're shambles like the coin. Shambles like the coin. Like the Shambles like the coin.
You're muted. You're muted. You're muted.
Oh, I love what a catchy song. I love that fucking song. Thank you so much, guys.
I
All
don't.
right. What were we talking? I know you hate it. You don't have to express your hatred for everything when I'm having fun. I appreciate it though. I don't appreciate it.
We don't all have
keep
to
your
like the
thoughts to
same
yourself.
We don't have to
Yeah.
like the same things all the time.
New York Diddler. Oh my God. What's up? I don't know who that is. I know he's like affiliated with those other people. A dildo on a ceiling. I'm being reminded. Something like that. A shout out to that guy. I hope he's having fun with his ceiling
On
dildos.
the ceiling.
Yeah, there's like a big black dildo on the ceiling or something.
Does he
It was when
climb
I was hanging
backwards
out
on
with
the ladder?
Peps. Huh?
He climbs backwards upside down on a ladder.
I don't know. I didn't like put a lot of thought into it, nor do I care. It's those people I don't care for.
Don't you
their
know yet? It's
content.
official. Crackadonna's hit 3,000 subscribers. It's time to ban his channel. Yay!
Yeah, let's fucking go, brother.
Woo!
Guys,
get banned.
I am on. Guys, I've been fully prepared to be banned on YouTube. So look for me on Rumble. I have channels on Rumble and Kick, and I just never stream from them, but I eventually will have to. And I'll probably make a backup channel at some point on here. So there's contingency plans. I will not be silenced. I will get the truth about the UFO legacy program out to the masses. That is my goal.
And that'll be why they banned you, and for nothing else.
Let's see here. Is there anything fun to talk about? Let me check X. Let me see if there's anything new.
Amber's
going
stupid
on
ass
here.
said she was gonna join. She never did. Oh, she
I know
fucking
she
died.
does that all the fucking time. What a stupid bitch she is.
Don't even want to talk to the bitch anyway, but it's part of the principle. It's the fact of the
Whoa.
matter.
You know the Virginia UFO case? Is there video? Is there saying there's video of it? 2003 and disappeared from the internet. Holy shit. This cannot be real, dude. The Virginia, you know, the one where like the alien went through the Brazilian town and then the military guy like tackled it and took it to
No.
the hospital.
Dude.
What?
No way.
No way. What? Do you,
No,
I
wait,
asked you if
there's
you
a
know
video
what
of
I'm
it.
talking
Yes,
about.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
That's what I asked you. Thank you. Well, this, I mean, the farmer who found the crashed ship said it was a long cigar shaped object. It was on fire and it was like coming down and it crashed in his field. He also described very Roswell like material, like metal you can crumple up, and then when you let go, it went back to the original shape that it was in. It was very light. This has got to be AI. This is like got to be somebody's like AI. Although the video, the post description says 2 alien recordings are real. One recording is from Virginia in 1996 or 2002, with first post in 2003, and then disappeared from the internet. The second recording of a different alien race was first posted in 2009, also removed from the web. Other recordings are unknown to me. I found this mix from someone who saved it many years ago, probably mixed everything together. However, 2 never debunked recordings shows aliens. What more to say? End quote. So let's take a look at this video. I'll let you guys be the judge. I'm just the passer on of bullshit that I find. That looks fake. That looks exactly what was described in the Virginia crash.
I would say this is AI. Honestly.
That looks like a different video.
This is not real.
Yeah, it can't be real. Oh, this has got to be fucking fake. Shut up. Yeah, no way.
It's gonna start running at him and shit.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. All right, I'm
sorry.
sorry.
Cool. Thank you, Blue Ring.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that was a total Blue Ring moment.
Aw.
Oh, here we go. Tim Burchett update. Congressman Tim Burchett says he has been briefed on UFOs. I think I know what it is, and it's pretty wild.
Oh, great.
Is this new?
I wonder how many other times he said that. 100 times.
President Trump.
Well, there was actually a video that I was going to pull up of him earlier. Let me see here. Tim Burchett. Let's see. Okay, new Tim Burchett says it's time for USO disclosure of stuff he's seen is wild. Okay, so yeah, this is okay. I've seen this guy before. This is Down to Earth with Christian Harloff, UAP News. I've watched his videos before. This is only from 12 hours ago, so this is relevant. Stop screen. Share screen. Come on, you fucking piece of shit. There we go. We'll watch this. We'll see what he's got to say. That's a cool statue he's got in the background, by the way.
And he's talking to a bunch of different people, as
Sure
he said
they
he's going to
could,
make this
Amber,
press
and
run.
they have
And he said
many
he's been talking to the
times.
task
What's up,
force
Fuzzy
and
Bear?
that
Haven't
Trump's
seen you
really
in a
going to
while.
blow this thing open.
Well, actually, you were
That's
here
one
last
interview.
week when I
In the next interview, he says, well, it's not really about
See ya. Gregory
flying
Godfear,
saucers. It's about where the
there's
money
no
goes,
other
which he's
NHI
said a million times over.
aliens.
But
It's
why that
only
narrative now?
Deep black
When,
psyops. So
you
you,
know,
don't think there's aliens
there's,
at all? You don't think there's any NHI?
To me, a lot of other
official?
things
I've thought
that
about
you could say. I mean, look, we haven't looked at the clip yet.
I don't
we'll
think
take it
so.
in context,
I think there's
after he was just talking on
At
TMZ about
least
essentially
interdimensional
saying, from what he's
or
heard,
some other
alien
type
life
of-
indeed is real.
Hold
And
on a second. It's either there may not be space aliens, right? But there is definitely some type of non-human intelligence or some branch of humanity that is more advanced than us. I mean, the pyramids and all that shit, like that's not us. That's not Egyptians didn't build that shit. You know, at a very base level.
Other people did. I mean, people did.
Right. The other
wasn't the
people, but I wouldn't
Egyptians.
even consider them. Those are like advanced ultra humans. They're a different race.
If you saw them, you would be like, "That's just that's some guy. That's just some guy."
Yeah, they do look like. Well, some of the species of aliens look like humans, right? Like the Nordics and shit. You know what I mean?
Well, probably, we're seeded from some other alien life or whatever. It would probably not. Or
Probably.
didn't originate
Yeah.
here.
Could be. I think it. See now, you know, my position is. I think it's all of it. I think it's all. I think it's a little bit of all of it.
I'm open to all of it.
Yeah.
I'm like a little bit in every
being
little thing.
like,
oh, well, maybe it's
Gregory,
this, maybe it's that.
with all due respect, there's no way that you could know or I could know either way. So it's just I think that there's no way anybody knows. Well, Dick Cheney knew. Dick Cheney knew. There is an answer. Yes.
Yeah. We just don't.
100%.
And we could know. We personally we could talk about it all
it's
day,
being
but
kept
that
for us.
doing
There's
that
people who
alone is
know
not
more
going to
than
do
us,
anything.
and that's really what this whole podcast is about. We're just
Somebody
trying to
could have
suss
been
it
right.
out for ourselves.
Somebody could have said something before smoking with their friend, and they were right about something. It doesn't matter.
Right.
What difference does it make that they were right? Who cares? What are they going to?
All right.
Anyway,
let's see. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish your thought.
No. Anyway, play the video. I was done. Yeah.
All right. I kind of talked over what this guy was saying. Let's see what Chet's got to say.
He goes, which he's said a million times over, but why that narrative now? Out there again, and he's talking to a bunch of different people. As we said, he's on like this press run, and he said he's been talking to the task force and that Trump's really going to blow this thing open. That's one interview. In the next interview, he says, well, it's not really about
I'd love to
flying
hear about
saucers.
it, Gregory.
It's about where the money
link's
goes,
pinned
which
if
he's
you want.
said a million times over. But why that narrative now? When, there's...
I know people can do that. I'm a little jealous. I'm
to me,
scared, I think.
A lot of other
Once you
things
invite them in,
that you could say.
can't
Look,
get 'em out.
we haven't looked at the clip yet.
Well, that's that fucking Kyle Odom guy. He didn't necessarily maybe he did, but I forget.
What did he
the
do? He
inciting-
killed somebody or something? What did he do?
He tried
again?
to. He tried to. Yeah, I guess he's out now.
Yeah.
As
Yeah,
of
that's what
March of last
somebody in
month.
chat said earlier was that he got out. Yeah.
Yep. But so anytime I see shit in the sky, even if it's like a plane or something,
I've heard that,
sometimes
Gregory.
I'll be driving.
I have heard that.
And like there's certain areas out here that have like no lights and the light pollution's really low and you can actually see the sky, not like fucking like galaxy clarity, but you can see it pretty good. And like, I don't know, I was driving the other day and I saw this plane moving super slow, and I was looking at it, and there was nobody behind me. There's like one guy in front of me. After he passed me, I kind of stopped. I turned my lights off. It's pitch black outside. And I was looking at it, and it was just a plane, but it was moving really slow. I don't know, I don't know. It was just stupid, but it was just moving very slow. And it wasn't like weird. It wasn't weird other than that. It was just I don't know.
So
Like,
what
it
was
looked
the
like
point
it
of
wasn't.
that?
It looked like it wasn't even going anywhere. Like that's what I was tripping about. It looked like it was stationary in the sky. And then
There
I
is
stopped, and I could, like,
an
barely, it was, like,
effect
barely
of
moving.
that where it's like it's something to do with like parallax, where like sometimes planes look like they're hovering. I've seen a couple of videos where like a guy's in a car and it just so happened that like the direction the plane was moving, it looked like it was just stationary over the buildings that he was passing, and like he's moving, so you would think
Yeah, it was
like
only
there
for
would
a
be
minute.
some.
When I stopped, it stopped, and then I could see
Yeah.
it moving after that. But,
Yeah, it's like I think that's called parallax or something
Okay.
like that.
yeah.
We'll take in context,
Let's
but
get back to this.
after he was just talking on TMZ about essentially saying, from what he's heard, alien life indeed is real and here, and these things are flying around.
Congressman
To contradict
Tim
it with, well, it's not about the flying saucers. Of course it is. But let's look at the first clip first when he's talking to Stephen A. Smith. Check this out.
Told President Trump the other day, you need disclosure. We need transparency. America can handle it. I'm sick of hearing this stuff. We can't handle it. It's, and I'm a Christian, and they appealed to me on that level. Barcha, this stuff's kind of anti-Christian, and your beliefs. I said, no, it isn't. Genesis 1, God created the heavens and the earth. I wouldn't believe it unless I saw it with my own 2 eyes. Okay?
All right.
So, but Trump's the guy to do it. If anybody will do it, anybody's a disruptor, it's Donald J. Trump, and he will disrupt with this. And I had a conversation with folks at the White House today just about that, and we're going to be, hopefully some things will be coming out soon.
Okay, so when you look at that, and there's some things, though, that he said recently that kind of goes against that a little bit. And what I mean by that is he talked about how he said, well, we need disclosure. The other day on a different show, he said, we're not.
I will add to this that Tim Burchett believes that Donald Trump's a disruptor and that he feels like he could be the one to like throw it out there. And I think that that's a possibility, but I also think that Trump is also, there is a faction in Trump's cabinet, whatever you want to call it, his team, that are believers in a biblical only explanation for UAP shit. And it comes from that crazy Christian woman that I was talking about earlier. Like they think that it's all angels and demons, and they think that there's a cabal of them that are in Donald Trump's ear that are telling them that like UAP and messing with any of this is straight up demonic, which is gonna tell them to keep it away from the American people. You know, I think it's a net negative for ufology and disclosure if those people get a say or bend Donald Trump's ear to their cause.
I think you might be desensitized to the whole alien thing because we talk about it all the time, and it's like your whole thing. I mean, to some degree,
that's what this channel's about. Yeah.
When was the last time a president was like, I'm going to release alien stuff?
Never.
I can't remember when any president has ever said that. So he might be the first guy to ever do it. So kind of like to us, it's like, oh yeah, he's going to do it. But like, if you like,
before 2017,
when's the last time anybody's ever done that?
Before 2017 in the, what was it, Wall Street Journal article, Leslie Keene's article about the Pentagon is chasing UFOs, the subject was not taken seriously whatsoever. Every news broadcast started with the X-Files music. Now it's you turn on the news and it's Fox News reporting about UAPs. You know what I mean? It's in a very serious manner. The tone has shifted. So, we live in unprecedented times in regards to this subject. Never before has any American or anyone on the planet lived in a time where this subject matter is taken seriously, and it should be. It's real. It's a real phenomenon. Whatever. I'm gonna get off my soapbox. Let's finish this video.
Not gonna get disclosures. It's not gonna happen. Now that doesn't necessarily mean it's contradictory, because he could still believe that they're not gonna get it and still be fighting for it. To which he actually did correct myself. Is exactly what he said the other day. He said,
"Dude, you are all right." So now you've made 2 posts that I have heard about. I've heard about. So I'd heard that the orbs are a surveillance net over the earth, and there's 3 types of them. There's type 1 orb, type 2 orb, and type 3 orb. The type 1 orbs are those little tiny ones that you find in your house. We've watched a couple of videos. There was that one guy who was being fouled around in his house, and he's recording this tiny orb. And then type 2
inside of his
are
house.
inside of his house following him. And then type 2 orbs are a little higher up. They're about basketball size, maybe a little bit bigger. And then type 3 are do you guys remember that fucking story about the UFO that landed on the tarmac at London's Heathrow Airport?
I thought was retarded.
Right here. See, there it is right there on the fucking tarmac. Big blue ball. That would be a type 3 orb. And those are almost like the orbs that teleported MH370. That would be the type of orb that
I would
those
say
would
those
be.
are a little bit bigger, and maybe even a step.
Maybe
because those were you could. I mean, those were a little bit bigger.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Or maybe they were just glowing. Doesn't matter. Either way.
Yeah. That switched in one of the government programs. Would it be when Arrow or ATIP was active? That's what they. UAP. I hated it when they first changed it, but UAP is more technically correct because
thing.
it's. Well, no, it's more encompassing. Right. Unidentified flying object.
That's not good.
Unidentified
a more vague term is bad.
UFO. It's unidentified anomalous phenomena is what UAP is. Anomalous means these things that are in the ocean, they're in the atmosphere, or they're in space. or they're like phase shifting.
Okay, let me say it this way.
It covers more ground than just a UFO. UFO is only flying objects. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
some of these things don't fly. Some of they're in the water.
Call it a transmedium object then, because
that's what UAP means.
No, not really, because they changed the term. They don't say UFO anymore. They say UAP.
They say UAP.
Because
right, UAP. Are we arguing the same thing?
No, I don't like you. I don't.
You're
like
very particular about words, and it's annoying when you're in a conversation with you, because I know you agree with me about what I'm saying, and you agree with the premise. You just have a stick.
What I mean?
No, you have like a stick in your butt about like the phonetic. UAP, they changed it to encompass transmedium shit, right? In like different aspects. UFO just means like flying amongst airplanes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and you agree with that, correct?
Yes.
So it is a good thing.
Then you should call it a UFO when it's UFO, and you should call it transmedium when it's transmedium. Calling it a UAP defeats the it obscures the point of what you're trying to explain. Because you could describe it more. You could describe it more personally. Unless you see something.
How about
in the
this?
sky that's
Call me UFO. Call it a UFO. I use them interchangeably, and I think everybody does at this point. It doesn't really matter. The government just calls them UAPs because that's how they classify them.
Okay. When I think of a phenomenon, I don't think of an object. Unidentified flying object. It's an object.
Hey, yo, look at the flying disc up in the sky. This shit crazy. Goddamn. Shit was there. It's a SWT. Goddamn.
Shit was there.
3,000 subscribers, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Said, I'll keep fighting for it. I just don't think we're going to get it. But then he's still pushing the president and the administration to release stuff every time he talks to them about it. And he's talking about in general that we can handle it. And I like the fact that he went to. It was interesting when he brings up the religion aspect of it, because he's clearly has been told more than you or I, and knows certain things about it that he thinks does not contradict things that he's learned in his religion. Because it is also interesting to see that people are like, well, we don't want to really do this because it contradict religion. It's like, that's why you're not going to do it. So that is why, and like disruption has always been a thing of why disclosure couldn't happen. And that's what Burchett essentially is saying there of, look, I'm talking to the president, I'm talking to these people, and we need this to happen. There are things that we know, and there are things that should be said. Now, there's a couple other interviews. This is another one that is similar to the one that is shown. This one, I think, was from Fox. Check this out.
It's not about that gun flying saucers. It's about what are we spending tens of millions of your dollars on when some alphabet agency tells me they don't exist, and then again, another department within that department tells me they do exist. Just tell the American public. It's like I told President Trump. Peel back the layers of that onion. I think we can handle it. I have some ideas about what it is. I've been briefed on some things, and
been here for a while, but you're in the right spot.
They're pretty wild. And I think America needs to know that stuff. And we didn't know what the heck we're spending the money on to study.
Okay, so a lot of this interview, I love. Everything he's saying is like, oh, the stuff that I've heard is wild. The stuff that we can handle. And it's things that that money is being spent on right now that we should figure out what it is. And we should tell the American public what we're doing. I think that 97% of this is great. You don't need to open it up with, it's not about dang flying saucer stuff. Yes, you do. Yes, it is. That's exactly what it's about. What are they studying in the sky?
Nuts and bullshit.
That's exactly what it is. And where you were talking, you were asked about it on TMZ. You were asked about it every other interview that you go on. Of course it's about that. But most of everything that he's saying in both these interview clips, it's a positive, and he's 100% right. I'm just saying you don't need to. He has in his notebook certain things that he says, and he said that it's not about flying saucer dagnubbin. It's about the money. Been where that gone. That's been a thing of his. That's been like a campaign
click
thing
on our
almost,
picture.
Do
you see the little? Okay. I know it's not smoke leaving her mouth, but do you see the little like white?
It sure looks like smoke, though.
What is that? Like, is it taken on like?
I would only think it is smoke. What else could it possibly be?
Okay, I'm glad that I'm not
She's letting
blind.
out a fucking head of that sweet meth.
Dude, thank you, Crackadona.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, Amber, why would you take a picture where you're exhaling meth?
Because it's cool.
It's not appropriate for children.
It's really
YouTube.
cool.
That he's been doing. And you don't need that anymore.
Yeah,
because it is about that. 100% it's about that. So the rest of it though makes a lot of sense.
A restaurant where they serve meth? What? I don't even understand that explanation.
Frustrated a lot of times, and he gets frustrated and talks about how, we're not going to get disclosure and that there's too many gatekeepers and all that. He seems to be out there talking to the people that could bypass those gatekeepers if he knows indeed who the gatekeepers are. There have been other members of Congress who said that they keep getting blocked and they keep every time things are being,
in Arizona,
moving
she
forward.
lives in Arizona,
stopped
guys.
Because someone is
Crackadona. It
saying
was
you
cold
can't look at
outside
that,
because
you
she was
can't do that.
smoking that ice.
So what about this executive order
Yeah.
is actually going to do anything? So
Yeah.
that's something that we will see. So what do you think about Burchett's comments? Do you think that, hey, this will actually him and the way that he's talking right now, he actually is pushing towards, as he said, he is trying, fighting hard, and he's talking to the president, the administration. Is it going to happen, or is it just a lot of talk? Put your thoughts in there and let me know. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
All right. Thanks, buddy. All right. Let's take a look at Angels Don't Fall said he made me a quick little short here. So I had to stop screen, add screen. Oh, this is Kramos.
I'm just kidding. I just wanted to. I'm just kidding. Here's and.
What the fuck? I've seen this guy on YouTube Shorts live. Is that a guy or a woman?
Yeah, I think. Chrissy Salem Metal Mascara has got 100 viewers right now.
Oh. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that, I think. Faded Bones, have a great time with Drewski Brewski. I know he misses you. Thanks for joining. And thanks for all the support, man, and all the help. And thanks for being here every podcast. I appreciate you,
course,
brother.
buddy.
Have a good night.
I'll see you later.
Guys, cannot thank you enough for all of the support. Getting to 3K subs is pretty cool. We're going to keep going. We're going to see how far we can go. Sorry if the streams are a little intermittent at the moment. I'm doing my best. I don't make any money from this really. So it's, it's kind of like a hobby. So I got to like fit it in. I got to get it in when I can fit it in, kind of thing. And also you get burnt out a lot of times, where you just you're like, it's a very like strange thing to fucking focus on all the time. And I do it all the time. I am always thinking and reading and listening and watching about the phenomenon and UFOs, and it's a lot of heavy research. Sometimes I get burnt out on it, but I always come back to it. So I thank you guys for fucking sticking with me and showing me support, and we're gonna keep going, and I hope you have a great Wednesday. God bless, guys. Godspeed. Peace. Lazar picture, right? Am I stroking out tonight? What is happening to me? My brain is garbage.
Squirting. It's wet. It's sliding through space. It's the post-op tranny. That's what I got.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Glad I could clear that up.
Dude, this should be your look all the time.
This is my new look, guys.
It's official. Dude, I love it.
Yeah, this is branding. This is I think we're going in the right direction with this podcast. No, don't do it. Don't touch the vomit. Oh my god. It's so bad. Ew, why is she doing it in a seductive way?
Bo Jackson. Trying to sound gay, but even black guys have fucking big old booties.
Yo!
Why are you checking out black dude butts?
Hella gay!
That was the gayest thing that.
It's gonna,
Hey, but them black dudes do be having big butts though, am I right? Give me a break.